Hello. Just wanted to make sure my volume's all the way up. Okay, why is the battery? Battery's not charging. Because I definitely can't afford to get another battery for this right now. First, I wanted to apologize. That I wasn't able to be on here yesterday. And the hair's a freaking mess, so decided to put this on. Because I just woke up too, so I wasn't able to be on because Chris decided after we got the Heroes series watched that he wanted to watch a couple of movies. Well, me being the trooper that I am or try to be, even though I was mentally, emotionally, spiritually exhausted, I just wanted to go to sleep. I finally gave up and ended up going to bed around like 9:30 or something. So, but hold that thought. I got to go use the loo, bathroom, whatever. So, any interesting manifestations while I was gone? So, anyway, as I was trying to say, Chris decided he wanted to watch a couple movies. Okay, fine. Um, the only problem is, um, I was hoping that by 9:30 or whatever, when I went to bed, he would be ready to go to bed, because then I could do my live stream when he goes to bed. So he put in the first movie. Well, turned it on. It was an Amazon Prime movie, and we've seen it again. We've seen it before, rather. And it was called The Last 4 Days on Mars or something like that. And it's about an alien microbial, it's these tiny little microbial looking things that we get, inside a person, and their whole face would change, and they were no longer human, and this kind of thing. So, and then all they wanted to do was kill and turn everybody else like them, of course, one of those kind of movies. But I kept telling him, we've already seen this, because his memory likes to take a dump and he forgets stuff. He's like, no, we haven't. Yes, we have. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. So after a couple of times of saying that, I'll be like, okay, fine, whatever. He's going to have to figure it out for himself. Maybe he'll see a part in the movie where he'll be like, oh, yeah, I think we have seen this. Well, I didn't care to watch it. I didn't want to say anything to him, because I never know when I'm going to get Jekyll or Hyde. So I went downstairs to get the mail, which is a good thing I did, because our mailbox was literally stuffed full of mail. Like, the bastards aren't even giving us our mail for several days before. It's ridiculous. So I went down and got the mail. It was night, of course, so I thought I heard music out back. So I creeped out back. Sure enough, I call him Bob Cool, was out there, one of the residents in the building here that also smokes the green. And he's a pretty cool dude. He's a VA, he's a veteran, but then so is Chris. So, him and Chris have had a little chawing session before where they talk about this, that, or the other. And, so I do try to talk to him once in a while if I see him out back or whatever, because Norma, and I don't blame her, doesn't really like him in her place, because he has a bad habit of pulling on his progenitive organ too much, and it's disgusting, and we don't like to see that. He's being rude and disrespectful to my sister in my sister's house. So she has finally decided she's not letting him in there anymore, or at least not for a while, because he can't keep his hands off his junk, if you know what I mean. So I was out back talking to him for a few minutes, because I just really didn't care to be upstairs, watch a movie that we've already seen. So I'm out there talking to Bob, and finally I came upstairs. Chris had totally something different on her. He had brought up a watch list or something where he had some things listed that he thought that him and I would both like. So it's all in kind of like, that's his way. I should say his favored way of us spending time together, is sitting here in the living room, watching movies, having dinner, maybe have some kind of snack, or whatever. And that's fine. It's just sometimes I'm not always in the mood to do that, even though he is. And again, I don't want to say anything, because I don't know if I'm going to get Jekyll or Hyde. You might be asking, what does that mean? Well, what's the Jekyll and Hyde story? You have a side that's human, that's decent, that's okay to be around and is cool with everybody. And then you have the monstrous side, the side that's just mean as can be, And, Chris, he literally is both. He has a Jekyll and Hyde side. So when he's in his Jekyll state, not so bad. When he's in his Hyde state, get out of the way. Just, be chill with him, but get out of the way. Don't be careful. I mean, tread lightly, I should say, because his attitude, he just, you don't want to get snapped at for nothing, and he does that to me a lot. So when I came back upstairs, he had another watch list up, and then he decided to put in The Last Starfighter. Now, for any of you that are familiar with that movie, again, it's a decent movie and whatnot, but I could not keep my eyes open. I was sitting here, I kept closing my eyes. I was literally falling asleep. So finally, by 9:30, I said, that's it. I'm done. I can't stay up anymore. I'm going to bed. Just please turn the volume down. Continue watching it, all the way through if you want or whatever. But I just can't do this because yesterday morning, I was up at 7:30 in the morning. So I was up from 7:30 to 9:30, and that's a long effing time for me, okay? And I was just, my body was exhausted, and whatnot. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sleep. Well, let me find it here. Probably stuck it back in. Pretty sure I did. Or did I? Or is it underneath? Nope, there it is. I just hope I turned it off, because otherwise the battery's going to be dead. Oh, crap. Oh, it's down to 87. That's not bad. Okay, let's go back into the magic. So this is my remake of yesterday, because yesterday was taken away from me. But it was innocent, Okay. Okay, practice number 4. Now, I also have to do practice number 3 because, again, I wasn't able to do it yesterday because Chris threw everything off by suddenly deciding that, okay, we're done watching the Heroes series, so now he wants to watch movies. So, magical practice number 4, or day 4. Number 1, repeat steps 1, 2, 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings, so add 10 more to the 20 you already have. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. On a piece of paper or card, write the words, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." Number 3, place the piece of paper with your written words where you know you will see it often today. Number 4, on at least 4 occasions, read the words very slowly and feel as grateful as you can for the precious gift of health. Number 5, just before you go to sleep at night, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day." So I was so tired last night that when I laid down, not only did I almost immediately fall asleep, I almost forgot to take my blood pressure medicine, and I forgot to hold my magic rock and give thanks for the best thing that happened yesterday. So I was like, okay, let me do this, and then I can finally go to sleep. So I took my blood pressure med. I held my rock. I said, thank you for the best thing that happened today. And sorry. I knew the yawn was coming, but also sometimes I get my freaking sinuses, I end up having a fucking sneezing fit. Okay, so that's magical practice number 4. And it's about your health. And it says that I was on page 53. And again, I'm not going to do this with all of them because for those of you that's seen my previous 3 already, Kaleka quit. I'm only going to read snippets of the chapter because I really want to encourage everybody and anybody that sees this to go out and get these books and start on your own journey of living gratitude or living gratefully 28 days straight, and the fun different assignments that it gives you on how to do that. So I'm just going to read 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 pages. Okay. Being grateful for your health ensures that you will continue to receive more good health to be grateful for. And at the same time, it eliminates stress and tension in your body and mind. Scientific research studies have shown that stress and tension are at the root of many diseases. Studies have also revealed that people who practice gratitude heal faster and are likely to live 7 years longer. You can see in the state of your health right now how grateful you have been. You should feel amazing every day. If you feel heavy and life feels like a real effort to get through, or if you don't feel younger than your age, then you are living with decreased health. One of the major causes of this loss of vitality is a lack of gratitude. All of that is about to change, though, because you are going to use gratitude's magical power for the health of your body. The magical health practice begins with reading through the following paragraphs about the health of your body. After you read each idolized line for a particular part of your body, close your eyes and mentally repeat the idolized line, feeling as grateful as you can for that part of your body. Remember that when you think about why you're grateful, it will help you feel gratitude more deeply, and the deeper you feel it, the faster you will feel and see the amazing results in your body. Think about your legs and feet. They are your main form of transportation in your life. Think about all the things you use your legs for, like balancing, standing up, sitting down, exercising, dancing, climbing steps, driving a car, and most of all, the miracle of walking. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around your home, walk to the bathroom, go to the kitchen to get a drink, and walk to your car. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around stores, down the streets, through an airport, and along the beach. The ability to walk gives us freedom to enjoy life. Say thank you for my legs and feet, and really mean it. Think about your arms and hands and how many things you pick up and hold in one day. Your hands are the major tools of your life, and they are in nonstop use all day long. Every day, your hands allow you to write, eat a meal, use a phone or computer, shower, get dressed, use the bathroom, pick up things and hold them, and do everything for yourself. Without the use of your hands, you would be dependent on other people to do things for you. Say, thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. Think about your amazing senses. Your sense of taste gives you so much pleasure multiple times throughout the day as you eat and drink. You know from losing your sense of taste through a cold that the joy of eating and drinking disappears without being able to taste food or drinks. Say thank you for my amazing sense of taste. Your sense of smell enables you to experience the beautiful fragrances of life. Flowers, perfumes, clean sheets, dinner as it's cooking, a fire burning on a winter's night, the air on a summer's day, freshly cut grass, the smell of the earth after rain. Say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. If you didn't have a sense of touch, you would never know hot from cold, soft from sharp, or smooth from rough. You would never be able to feel objects or physically express love or receive it. Your sense of touch allows you to touch your loved ones with a reassuring hug, and to feel the touch of a hand from one human being to another is one of the most precious things in life. Say thank you for my precious sense of touch. Think about the miracle of your eyes, which enable you to see the faces of your loved ones and friends. Read printed books, newspapers, and emails. Watch television. See the beauty of nature. And most importantly, see your way through life. Just put a blindfold on for an hour and try to do what you normally do, and you will appreciate your eyes. Say, thank you for my eyes that enable me to see everything. Think about your ears, which enable you to hear your own voice and other people's voices, so you can talk to people. Without ears and your sense of hearing, you could not use a phone, hear music, listen to the radio, hear your loved ones talk, or hear any of the sounds of the world around you. Say, thank you for my hearing. And to use any of your senses would be impossible without your brain, which processes over 1 million messages a second through all of your senses. It is actually your brain that enables you to sense and experience life. And there is no computer technology in the world that can duplicate it. Say, thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. Think about the trillions of cells working unceasingly 24/7 for your health, body, and life. Say, thank you, cells. Think about your life-sustaining organs, which are continuously filtering, cleaning, and renewing everything in your body. And think about the fact that they do all their work automatically without you even having to think about it. Say, thank you, organs, for working perfectly. But more miraculous than any sense, system, function, or other organ in our body is the organ of your heart. Your heart governs the life of every other organ because it is your heart that keeps the life flowing to every system in your body. Say, thank you for my strong and healthy heart. Next, take a piece of paper or a card and write on it in big, bold letters, the gift of health is keeping me alive. Take the card with you today and put it in a place where you know you will see it often. If you work at a desk, you can put it right in front of you. If you're a driver, put it in a place in your car or truck where you will see it often. If you're at home most of the time, you can put it where you wash your hands or near your phone. Choose a place where you know you will see the words you've written often. Today, on at least 4 separate occasions, when you see the words, read them very slowly, one word at a time, and feel as grateful as you can for the gift of health. Being grateful for your health is essential to keep your health, but also to guarantee that it continues to get better with increasing energy and zest for life. If gratitude were used in conjunction with conventional medical treatments, we would see a health revolution and recovery rates and miracles like we've never seen before. Okay, so the assignment of the day is on a piece of paper or card, write the words, the gift of health is keeping me alive. And look at it at least 4 different times today and say it one word at a time. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Thought I heard the door. So I have to finish my 3-day assignment from yesterday. Yes, I'm doing my hand because my carpal tunnel. Just the simple act of holding my tablet to read those pages I just read is all it takes for my hand to literally start going numb. And the only way that I can get the needles and pins to go away is I shake my hands and move it around. Sometimes I'll just hold it like this and then just let it unnumb itself, basically. So okay. Okay. Now the health section, which is number 4 here, um, I read some of the pages to some family and friends that are like family. I read a page to my mom, and I read a page to Norma. And me and Norma were supposed to do this together, but because of her handicap of how badly the stroke messed her up, it's really difficult to get her sometimes engaged in such things, even though they're for her benefit, because she don't read or write. So I would have to literally do all the work. So I thought, as much as I would love for her and I to do this together, I'm just going to do it this way, do it with all of you. I am trying to commit to being on here every day for the next 20 some odd days. Let's see, 28 minus 4, 27, 26, 25, 24 days. And also a little snippet I'd like to throw in is I decided to go ahead and get me another credit card because it's low security deposit. It was only like $100, and it's called Open Sky. And I'm waiting for the notification on my phone saying that it's been approved, taking out the $100, and my Open Sky card is on its way in the mail. Okay, chapter 5. Now remember, this is the chapter for tomorrow. So any of you that I've thrown off by not being on yesterday, this is my way of trying to make that up. And I am not going all the way back to the beginning and starting over. I just have to remember to let Chris know that, look, I'm doing this thing, this with this series, and I would like to be able to, do a live stream. Kalika, will you lay down? I'd like to be able to do a live stream every night at a certain time, like around 9:00. So if we're going to do any movie watching or what have you, can we please do it earlier in the day, like around dinner time or whatever, like we usually do, because I need that time later for myself, because I'm, trying to be on here for 28 days in a row, helping other people, hopefully, that decide to do this journey, to encourage them to go out and get the books and start doing it themselves. I bought the book Hero. It was like $14.99. So I haven't really started reading it yet because I'm committed to doing this right now. I'm not going to I was thought about reading the sections in the Secret Book, which is the first one of the series. Excuse me, something's got me gassy today. But I did the secret summaries. And the reason why I'm not going to read each section is because some of them are lengthy. So they're several pages long. Are they worth reading? Absolutely. And sometimes you have to read them through before your brain truly registers what you're reading and therefore is able to listen to me, benefit from it. I can't talk today. So get the books, give them a try. If you decide that they're not for you or you don't like them, you can always donate them to the library and check them off your list and be like, oh yeah, I tried that. I didn't really care for it. And that's fine. It's not for everybody. I'm not here to twist someone's arm behind their back and say, no, you got to do this. I'm on here every day, so the least you can do is be on here every day, which I don't even know who has seen any of these, like all the way back to day 1. So, day 5. So this is the next assignment for, after the one I just read, in health assignment. And this one is called Magic Money. Now, I know it's in here. Okay. Magic Money. Don't want to jump too far ahead of myself either. So, trying to think here because I still got to do my challenge number 3 from yesterday. And that is the Getting out the 3 photos, writing 5 things about each person that you are grateful for, and how and why you are grateful for having them in your life. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, which is easier said than done because I have a cat on my lap that is insisting on my attention right now. So I'm going to get to that in a few minutes because I'm giving her time. I call it mommy daughter time because all she does is she's just laying here on my lap. She's just laying across my leg. At least part of her is. And this is our daily routine. This is our mommy daughter time together. So I don't want to take that away from her. You may be asking, why am I wearing a sweater? Well, I have to sleep in a freezer every night. So yeah, I'm wearing a sweater. Normally I would have taken it off by now, but sometimes your body has to adjust and get to like whatever is a comfortable temperature for it, room temperature or whatever. So I'm probably going to just leave this on for a bit because the top that I'm wearing underneath, as pretty as it is, it's like it's one of those tops that if you sleep in it and you start sweating, then you start freezing even more because it's like nylon or whatever. It's not made from cotton, which Chris is really adamant about. He likes his clothing to be 100% cotton, or he don't want it. So he's finicky there too, which in a way I think is kind of ridiculous, but that's what feels right to him. So who am I to, talk negatively about such things, because that's not what the gratitude thing is all about. So I'm kind of stuck just sitting here right now because my daughter is on my lap. So I suppose we can at least get the 2 spells of the day and the goddess of the day on here. Because this is the 29th now. So luggage arrival spell. So this will be for those of you people that actually get to fly to other places in the world, which I don't even have the luxury of doing that yet. To ensure that luggage arrives with you when traveling, knot a teaspoon of lavender into a handkerchief for each piece of luggage while chanting something like, "Lavender, attune and fix this bag and protect it from tricks. Make sure it goes where I am going so it meets me at my destination. Place 1 sachet in each bag." So for people that travel a lot, there you go. That's good for that. Okay. To make sure that your luggage gets where you're going. Because how many of us have gone through the lost luggage thing? Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I've known lots of people that have. I myself haven't, because I've never gone anywhere to where I actually flew, for one, and was going on a long enough trip that I needed to pack for several days. I just had to kill another bed bug that was walking across my book as I picked it up to read it. Okay, today, August 29th, ancient monuments. Now, this is the Real Witches year. So these, again, you can do them every day, every year, and they still work. It is not known how long people have considered ancient monuments, standing stones, and other prehistoric building works to be significant, but there is no doubt it has been thousands of years. So ancient monuments is the spell of the day or whatever. Nor can we be sure why they were erected at such considerable effort. What we do believe is that they are a part of our history, a link to our ancestors. So to us, they become sacred sites which we visit and where we pay our homage to our gods. If you do visit a monument, try to do so when it will be quiet. Visiting Stonehenge at the height of the season, let alone at the summer solstice, may be interesting, but is unlikely to give you enough peace for contemplation or meditation. However, it is well worth visiting at a quiet time. First, walk around the site, view it from many angles, and imagine what it would have looked like to the people of the time. If it is allowed, find a quiet place within the site and sit down. Visualize the building taking place and the cooperation of the people who must have been involved. Allow your mind to reach out and see if you can gain an understanding of what they may have been feeling and why this structure was so important to them. Once you have finished, give your thanks to the old gods for any knowledge they have allowed you. Do not place any physical offerings around the monument. Workers spend many hours removing such litter. The support of friends carries us through the hard times. So this one is about monuments and those of us that have been privileged enough to see any, which, I mean, yeah, I've seen a few, throughout my life, but I also have to be careful taking these books out because of where I have them sitting, because I don't want to knock a bunch of stuff over. And let's see who the goddess of the day is. Wine Growers Festival in France. Braciaca. Braciaca is the name of the goddess. So I don't know if I'm saying it right. Themes: nature, harvest, abundance, dreams, summer, and fall. Symbols: grapes, vines, wine, grape juice. About Braciaca. This Gaulish agricultural goddess has the pleasure of being a patroness of brewers, especially those who make ale. At this time of year, Braciaca reflects late summer and early fall themes by abounding in rich grapes for wine making or just eating them fresh. To do today: since the 16th century, the wine growers of Vevey, France, have gathered today with new wine to watch a parade that honors many of the agricultural gods and goddesses of the region. So decorate your altar, sacred space, or desktop with a bundle of fresh grapes and nibble on them all day long. Internalize Braciaca's sweetness and the magical sense. Grapes and grape wine have energy for profuseness, fertility, and visionary dreams. To inspire the latter, have a small glass of grape juice or wine before going to bed. Dab a bit on your forehead over your third eye, too, saying, Braciaca, spirit of the vine, inspire my dreams, bring visions with this wine. Make sure to keep a dream diary near your bed tonight, or a tape recorder, so you can write down or record whatever messages the goddess brings. If you enjoy home brewing, I heartily recommend making grape wine today and aging it to perfection. As the wine reaches maturity, Braciaca's abundance should show signs of manifesting in your life. So that's a hail Braciaca. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Hail and welcome. You're absolutely welcome in my home. I'm sorry that it takes me so long sometimes to read the goddess of the day or the spells of the day because, well, when I'm trying to do something for myself, you see what happens. My cat decides that right then and there, at that very moment, she's just got to be on my lap and she wants my time and attention. So I try to humor her and make myself available for her. The only drawback is, like I said, I have to sit and can't move, because if I move, then she takes that as a sign that she's supposed to get up. And that's not always the case. And I haven't even had breakfast yet. So, where is my tablet? It should be okay. I was going to say, still have to do my grateful list. Chris is off on another doctor appointment, of course. Okay, I need to get back here to the blank pages. All right, and I also need to do this. All right. I don't know if Avakin's taken their money yet. Chris said not to worry about paying towards the phone. But I will go ahead and I'm going to put an X through that so I know that I didn't pay for that one. And let's see, blood pressure meds, I forget how much those were. IMVU, I don't know if they've taken theirs out. I don't know if Avigan's taken theirs out. I've got car gas, storage, and my MLM business, which sadly, once again, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to send the 130 and send the paper to get 250 postcards, postage stamps, and peel and stick labels or leads. Okay. Well, I thought I was to them. Hang on, let me make sure I'm back. There we go. Okay, to add to my number 10 list. But I haven't even, like I said, had breakfast yet, so I also need to do that. This is what happens when even one day gets thrown off because unforeseen things happen, and then it throws everything off. So I'm going to go fix my breakfast. I like to use that stuff. So why not? That way, all I have to do is take it out of the microwave when it's done. This isn't here, so fill that up with water and let that start soaking. You know it's not hot water. Should still loosen this stuff up. I better get these socks out of the way because if I don't, I'm going to end up getting one of them wedged under the couch. So much to do. Still need to get out and get a roll of quarters somewhere. So I can get some laundry done. I'm fixing my breakfast right now. I got to do the litter box today. And that's another thing I'm upset about that I don't have the money to get now, and that's a litter robot. Because the tediousness of the task of keeping the litter box clean when you got 4 cats using it multiple times a day is just exhausting. And these apartments are so freaking tiny You don't have a whole lot of room for nothing anyway. Go get my breakfast burrito. So, welcome to Breakfast with Lady J. But I gotta move some stuff out of the way because very carefully so I don't dislodge it. And I've got the room to set my burrito up on the table here. Well, tray. Which the whole purpose of getting the tray was to be able to put it across my lap to do things, like basically the largest version of a lap desk that I could ever think about. And it's a really nice tray and it's got a decent amount of space on it. But instead, sadly, it's become yet another clusterfuck in my home that I've got so much shit sitting on it that should not even be there. And it's not getting used the way that I was hoping I would be able to use it, which sucks because, yeah, this place is it's just too tiny to do really much of anything. And right now, I'm going to, while I'm waiting on my burrito to cool, work on my Grateful List number 3, sorry. Okay, 8, 29, 25. Grateful List. Addendum. Because it's repetitive, it's added. So you're supposed to add 10 to each one each day. Okay. I am grateful for the food I have. Why? Gotta eat to live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my food. I am grateful for my computers. I can do live streams. And much more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. or my computers. See, that's just like I'm adding something on, but you don't have to. That's just my own way of doing this. If it feels right, do it. If it doesn't, it's okay. You don't have to do it just because I am. That was number 2. Number 3, I am grateful for, and you can do the same things over and over. My perfect weight, shape, and size. Why? I am healthy, happy, um, and thin. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Um, I am grateful for my utilities. Why? I have heat, light, gas for furnace warmth, water to drink. See, you can make it as simplified or as drawn out as you want to make it. You know, you can, there's so many ways. Just do the way that's right for you. You know, that's the main thing here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my utilities. Number 5. I am grateful for smokable flour. Why? It makes me happy, numbs pain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my smokable flour. Pot, in other words. 6. I am grateful for all that I have. Why? I have all that I need. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all that I have. I am grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Because that's the next assignment is magic money, so it's appropriate to put it in the list. And another bed bug to kill. Nope, you're gonna die. Tired of you fucking bed bugs. I'm grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Why? I'm a millionaires. Because remember, what you focus on, you summon to you. Money's always coming to me. I have plenty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Number 8. Had to turn my burrito over so the other side can start cooling. I'm grateful for my mom. Why? She's still here. At the age of 94. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you that my mother is still here and with us and among the living. Number 9. I am grateful for all my friends and family. And yes, that includes my spirit family, my ancestors, my creepy hollows, spirits, all of them. Why? I'm not alone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all my friends and family. And when I say friends and family, that also means friends that are like family. Like Normia, I consider my sister. Christy, I consider my sister. Stephanie, I consider my sister. You don't have to be blood to be family. Number 10. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. Watching me yawn and stretch. I am grateful for another day of life. An awesome, good, perfect health. Why? Every day is a blessing. Treat it as such. Thank you, thank you, thank you for another day of life. So, see, it may sound like, oh, this is too much, this is too much. I can't do this. I don't want to write all that. Well, then don't write it. Get yourself a little digital recorder, or if nothing else, you can record it on your phone if your phone has a recording app or whatever. Mine does. Um, but you don't need to make it complicated. It can be the simplest things. Like it was saying, thank you for my eyes that I may see. Thank you for my ears that I may hear. Thank you for my mouth that I may taste and speak, and all my senses, all my organs functioning properly. It's no more complicated than you want to make it. I mean, in other words, there's no reason to make it complicated. You can just make it simple. And the more you do this, and this is why it has us doing this for 28 days, you are learning a different way of living, a different way of being. It's teaching you spirituality. It's teaching you patience. It's teaching you what? Gratitude. Being grateful for the things that we take for granted every day. Thank you for the sun coming up. Why? Another day of, many things to see, many places to go, fun things to do. Thank you for the moon, that it lights the way at night, that it's there to worship and appreciate and cherish. And thank you for the water that flows through the world. Thank you for the air that we breathe. I mean, it's so easy, it's not even funny. And then you go back through, you read your list, you check off each one. At least that's how I do it. And then just add it to the list. And this is my third one. So even though technically I'm sort of kind of a day behind, I'm still going forward like I didn't lose that day yesterday, because it wasn't my fault. At least not totally my fault. It was partially my fault, because I should have told Chris, I've got some things I'd like to do. Can we wrap this up? For this burrito, I thank you now. As it sustains me, please allow your blessings on these gifts and me, as I will, so mote it be. I say that prayer every time I eat. Thank you for this breakfast burrito. Why? It sustains my body. It helps my organs to function. It's like it gives me energy to get through the day and get things done. And remember, the trick is summoning abundance to you, summoning more to you. And how you do that is you learn to be truly grateful for what you have. Because when you're truly grateful for what you have, you will be blessed with more. That's just the way it goes. And if you're not grateful for what you have, you lose it all. I'm grateful for the mailman that brings our mail every day. Why? It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it. And our postal workers should be more appreciated. I've got half of a grateful list right there. So don't make it complicated. You don't need to. Have fun with it. Be creative. I told my friend / surrogate sister Normia yesterday that I put her on my grateful list. I told my brother when I talked to him the other day, I put him on my grateful list. And that's me letting them know that they are important to me. And that they should be acknowledged. We go through so much of life. Ungrateful, unappreciative, unacknowledged. Too many of us take things for granted. We take each other for granted. We forget how to truly appreciate everything. Yehoshua made us for a reason. God made us for a reason. It's up to us to determine what that reason is and how to best utilize it. It's easy to lose sight of things that you should be grateful for. We all do it. It doesn't make us bad human beings necessarily, because we have the power to change at any given moment. If you want to be treated with respect, treat others with respect. You can't be rude to people and then not expect that same rudeness returned. Okay? Now I'm going to go through my grateful list. Check mark each one. Add it to the other two. And again, you don't have to do this out loud. You can do it in your mind and then just check mark it off. Whatever feels right to you, that's what you do. I am grateful for the food I have. Why? Gotta eat to live. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my food. Excuse me. I am grateful for all of my computers. All of mine are laptops. I don't have a desktop yet, but 2-in-1s, my big laptop and my tablets, Why? I can do live streams and much more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my computers. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Why? I am healthy, happy, and thin again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. I am grateful for my utilities. Why? I have heat, light, gas for furnace, warmth, water to drink. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all my utilities. I am grateful for my smokable flower. Why? It makes me happy and numbs the pain. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my smokable flower. Smokable flower. There's some in there. It's the bud that was left yesterday and I broke it up. I am grateful for all that I have. Why? I have all that I need. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that I have. And again, this is just my process. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. Do it the way it feels right to you because that's what's important. Okay. I am grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Why? I'm a millionaires. Money's always coming to me. I have plenty. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Because remember, the more grateful you are, the more you will be blessed with. Excuse me. I am grateful for my mom. Why? She's still here at the age of 94. Thank you, thank you, thank you that my mother is still here among the living, um, and still alive, and just doing okay for the most part. She has good days and bad days like we all do. I am grateful for all my friends and family. Why? I'm not alone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all my friends and family, living and dead, human and non. I am grateful for another day of life and awesome, good, perfect health. Why? Every day is a blessing. Treat it as such. Thank you, thank you, thank you for another day of life. And then there you go. My third grateful list done. I need to get some paper clips so I can stick these things together. Or staple them. I thought about stapling them, and each time I staple one, I go down one. Like I'll staple the top corner like I normally do, and the next time I add one to it, I'll go down one and staple. The next time I add one to it, I'll go down one, staple. So each page will only be stapled to the other with one staple, even though it's multiple pages, you know. So, okay, I've got to get to go through these. Oh, right. Thank you. Before I even do that, I already forgot. Because see, this is what happens when even one day is thrown off. Okay. Okay, 5 things about Norma I'm grateful for. She has a pure heart. She's generous with her time. She lives to serve others. She's a friend. When life gets tough. I'm grateful she's always there for me. Okay, now 5 reasons to be grateful for somebody. Now, this again is actually assignment 3 from yesterday. That the one that got thrown off. I mean, I did appreciate the people in the photos, but what I didn't do was write down the 5 reasons that I'm grateful for them. So that's what I'm doing now. And you can do these grateful lists differently. You can write down that you're grateful, and you can write down why you are, but this one I don't have to write down why I'm grateful. I'm saying that in my statement. She has a pure heart. She's generous with her time. She lives to serve others. She's a friend when life gets tough. She's always there for me. Okay. My brother Carl. I love his sense of humor. I love spending time with him. But he lives an hour away, so it's not easy. To get to him. I love our talks on the phone, because even though they're always lengthy, and sometimes we can be on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, several hours, and a lot of it is, again, just repetition, of things from the past that we both remember doing, that we both enjoyed, things that we've done together as a brother and sister, ways that we've been there for each other. He's the only brother I got. I love his generosity. Of spirit. Okay, lastly, a lot of you may say, why didn't you put your mom first? Just because I didn't put my mom first on the list is, not a bad thing. Doesn't matter who you put on the list first. This is just a re-acknowledgement of all the things that you appreciate about that person. Number one, she's taught me well in the ways of life. Number two, she's still here among the living, meaning she hasn't passed away yet. I love her generosity of spirit, good advice, and time, meaning she does try to advise me wisely and she does try to give me her time, and she is definitely grateful to have company over there because she spends a lot of time over there by herself and she's 94. So any number of things could go wrong, and stuff like that. And I feel I have to watch myself that I don't guilt trip myself endlessly about, not being over there every day, but instead going over as often as I can. um, I love her silliness and humor because there's times when, we can get each other laughing like there ain't no tomorrow. And that's a good thing. And then I just ended with, I love that she's my mother. Because let's face it, people, they say when you lose your mother, it is by far the hardest. Just like when you lose your, I should reiterate that and say missing parents, when they're gone. Like if your parents die prematurely, whether by natural causes or sadly some fatal disease that overtakes them and slowly kills them, which is like by far the most horrible to witness. Okay, so this is day 3. I'll call it 3 photos. And I should remember what that means. 3 photos, because there was 3 photos that you're supposed to focus on of, different friends and family, or it could simply be somebody you admire too. It doesn't even have to be somebody necessarily that you've met, but you would like to, like any number of celebrities out there, right? So put that on top of the grateful list. And number 4 is about health. Which is today, day 4. Perfect health. Summoning. Because yesterday was day 3. Yesterday was the 3 photos. So today I wrote on this paper day 4 perfect health summoning. Because when you focus on your health in a positive sense, you summon good health to you, more good health to you. When you focus on disease and I don't feel well and oh, I'm sick and oh, this is going on, that's going on, then you're going to get more of it. So why put yourself through that unnecessary HE double toothpicks, right? Don't do that. Shame on you. Stop it. Psh, psh, don't make me smack you and beat your butt. So, okay. What is the thing I'm supposed to say? I've got to bring it up here. Hey, what are you doing? Come back here. Got to find it again. Oops, wait, that's money. Magic money. Okay. The gift of health. I'm going to write that on and post it. I have many Post-its. I have a whole stack of them here. Ay, ay, ay. But picking up one stack at a time is easier said than done because they do these accordion style. So you have to pick it up the right way. Okay. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Gift of life. Health. Keeping me alive. Okay. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Check marking the first one. Putting it right here on my table, sticking it to the side of it. The gift of health is keeping me alive. And sometime throughout the day, when I think about it, I'll look at it and I'll say, the gift of health is keeping me alive. And then I'll check mark another, because remember, you're supposed to look at that statement 4 times a day. So I've already done 1 of 4. Now I just got to do it 3 other times throughout the day and mark it each time when I do it. So I know that, okay, I've done it 3 times. Now I've done it 4 times. Yeah. So again, today's assignment is focusing on the gift of health, focusing on perfect health. Every time you eat something, chant in your head a few times. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. I am healthy and happy. You can play around with it. You can add to it, just make it your own, make it your own personal. This is how I am being grateful for my health and summoning perfect health to me by focusing on I'm in perfect health. I'm in perfect health. I'm in perfect health. Because the more you do that, the more good health you're going to summon to you, as we know. Tomorrow's assignment 5, is the magic money. And that is the one where you are required to write the statement, I am grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. You write it on a card, a Post-it, whatever you've got available, a notebook, paper, it doesn't matter. And you look at that several times a day. And in your head or under your breath, you can say it in a whisper style if you're at the office or you're at your job, or just say it in your head. I am grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. And you will summon more. The more appreciative you are of money, you will summon more to you. And the more appreciative you are of what money you have, you will summon more to you. Don't be afraid to be generous with your money to a point that you're comfortable with, not over much, not under much. Like, excuse me, the other day, I can turn that out now. Come on, go out. Thank you. I just got to remember to turn that thing off. Because the thing is if you leave it on, then it's going to kill the battery the quickest. So now we're up to day number 4. Tomorrow will be day number 5. And I already did the basically the day's summaries, which summarize, what you're supposed to do in the assignment. And now it's just kind of a matter of, getting on with your day, throughout the day on at least 4 different occasions. Say, the gift of health is keeping me alive, and say it as slowly as you can. The gift of health is keeping me alive. And if you want, you can even add, thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect health. Because the more power you give something like that, the stronger it's going to come through. So that's done. Day 4. So yeah, I can officially move to day 5, which, like I said, I've already read. Magic money. Thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. That is the statement for day 5, for assignment 5. That's the caption that you write on a piece of paper or whatever. Put it where you can see it throughout the day. Does it say? It says, take your magic. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to do. Okay. Repeat steps 1 through 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings, of course. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. Number 2, sit down and take a few minutes to think back through your childhood and all the things you received that were provided at no charge to you. Number 3, as you recall each memory where money was paid for you, say and feel the magic words, thank you, with all your heart for each instance. Number 4, take a dollar bill or other small bill and write on a sticker that you place on the bill in big, bold letters, thank you for all the money I've been given throughout my life. Number 5, take your magic dollar bill with you today, and at least once in the morning and once in the afternoon, or as many times as you want, take it out and hold the magic dollar bill in your hands, read your written words, and be truly grateful for the abundance of money you've been given. Oh, excuse me. See, there's that frickin' sneeze itch crap not sneeze itch, sneeze attack. Okay, so I'm going to, this is the assignment for tomorrow. So doesn't mean that you can't do it today. I'm going to do it today. Um, and I'm trying to decide if I want to read at least 1 or 2 pages of this one. Why not? Okay, even though this is for day 5, this is for tomorrow. If there's a lack of money in your life, understand that feeling worried, envious, jealous, disappointed, discouraged, doubtful, or fearful about money can never bring more money to you, because those feelings come from a lack of gratitude for the money you have. Complaining about money, arguing about money, getting frustrated about money, being critical of the cost of something, or making someone else feel bad about money are not acts of gratitude, and the money in your life can never improve. It will worsen. No matter what your current situation, the very thought that you don't have enough money is being ungrateful for the money you have. You have to get your current situation out of your mind and instead feel grateful for the money you do have, so the money in your life can magically increase. Whoever has gratitude for money will be given more, and she or he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for money, even what she or he has will be taken from her or him. Feeling grateful for money when you have very little is challenging for anyone. But when you understand that nothing will change until you're grateful, you will be inspired to do it. The subject of money can be a tricky one for many people, especially when they don't have enough. So there are 2 steps to the magic money practice. It's important that you read through the entire practice of magic money at the beginning of the day, because you will continue with the money practice throughout the day. Sit down and take a few minutes to think back through your childhood before you had any or much money. As you recall each memory where money was paid for you, say and feel the magic words "thank you" with all your heart for each instance. Did you always have food to eat? Check. Did you live in a home? Check. Did you receive an education over many years? Check. How did you travel to school each day? Did you have school books, school lunches, and all the things you needed for school? Check. Did you go on any vacations when you were a child? Check. What were the most exciting birthday gifts you received when you were a child? Check. Did you have a bike, toys, or a pet? Check. Did you have clothes as you grew so quickly from one size to the next? Check. Did you go to the movies, play sports, learn a musical instrument, or pursue a hobby? Check. Did you go to the doctor and take medicine when you were not well? Check. Did you go to the dentist? Check. Did you have essential items that you used every day, like your toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and shampoo? Check. Did you travel in a car? Check. Did you watch television, make phone calls, use lights, electricity, and water? Check. Okay? So, again, you have to retrain your brain to think about all the things that you've had throughout your life, all that you've been given throughout your life, especially when it comes to money. So rather than read the rest of that, again, I would rather not, because I don't want to take away money from the very person, one of many, that is responsible for the Magic Book series that collabed together to bring it about, to bring it into existence, manifestation, whatever. I have an open sky card, like I said earlier. I'm anxiously waiting for that. I've been checking my phone daily, or trying to check it throughout the day, each day, to see what other expenses have come out and see how much money I have left. Because, still got to get cash items and stuff like that too. So I've got to have a little bit to do that. And I just spent I think it was like $52 more yesterday. Okay, I've got 105.53 still. And I'm going into my transactions to see what's come out. Okay, down here. No, I better do it on a different page because I don't want to confuse it with the secret stuff that I'm doing. Okay. 7:55. Amazon. Check. Oh, good, they did. 21:59. Abacan BIP. Check. 52.89. That was what I spent yesterday. Amazon, check. 27.63. Amazon, check. Now, $100 Open Sky. I gotta see, this is a good practice to get into. Open Sky credit card. And that's all of those. So I've still got 105.53, which is good. That means I'm doing good. Signing out of my Capital One because I just got in there long enough to write down, okay, this is everything that's come out so far and what else could possibly still come out. Now, it should give me my VIP. But it's not. So I guess until I sign out and sign back in, it's not going to do it. Now, I know this is instrumental, and you probably won't be able to hear it very good because I don't have it very loud. But, just to have some background noise. My friend Maisie is on, but I don't know that it would do any good to, even say hi to her or whatever because she doesn't seem to respond much. Okay, green. So I'm just going in and doing my preliminaries for my Avakin here. Okay. This usually takes a few minutes, but okay, updo. This is green, so I don't have any updos in green. I haven't done that one in a while. So this is just, here, let's rock the maxi dress today. Jewelry. I'm just putting jewelry on. Or do I want to put this on? I would say this one's more fitting. And I wish I had some pretty green fingernails, but I don't. So then I end up going down. It's like, oh, wait, there's some green, but not as pretty as I would like. Footwear, heels. What cool green ones do I have? There we go. Oops, forgot. Accessories, novelty. Take away the blue. What do we have that's green? Okay. Guess we'll do the butterflies. Okay. There we go. So I've got my room set to where, if Maisie chooses to come in, she can. But at the same time, I'm not forcing her to, because she may just not still feel very much like socializing, which I understand. She's going through a rough patch right now. And as concerned as I am about her, I can't let that run and rule my day. If she feels up to coming by for a visit, great. If she don't, that's okay. I still wish her well and wish for her to have a good day, because I know what it's like to go through those rough patches. I go through them a lot myself. So it can be frustrating, it can be debilitating, it can be discouraging, all of those things. But we owe it to ourselves to be like, have the attitude of, okay, yeah, things are going to get better. Things are getting better. Things are better. Things are better. Things are better. Keep summoning those good things to you by focusing on good things coming, good things on their way, and stuff. Okay, Kalika, I figured you was going to be up here bugging me again, because that does not cease. And I'm sorry for all the broken record repeats of, me saying I just really want people to go out and buy these books to help out the authors, because they really do help in phenomenal ways. And, it's not that much, it's not, I mean, you can get this book at half price books for, say the book is normally like $15. You can get it there for half that, whatever half of $15 would be, or the closest proximity of what would be half of 15, or say it's 20, you can get it for 10. I mean, it's a money saver. It's a way, for those of us that are on a budget, me being one of them, it's a nice option to have, to be able to spend less to get books that are designed to help you, that are designed for, teaching you self-love, teaching you gratitude, keep teaching you a more positive way to view life and move through life and bring everything that your heart desires right to you. And I just, bam, it may not seem like it comes quick. Sometimes some of it will, other times some of it may take a certain amount of time, and yeah, it is challenging for sure and I'll be the first one to say that, to stay positive all the time, to be grateful all the time, but keep finding ways to be grateful, or repeat ways to be grateful, and why you're grateful for things. Because the law of attraction says, whatever you focus on is what you will summon to you. And yes, that's the head of my goofbutt cat. Kalika, I don't think people want to stare at your tail in my face, okay? Silly cat. I think that's crisp already. Shouldn't be. No, it's not. That's just a hoodie from yesterday or whatever. We've had some rain here. We've had some chiller weather, which is not bad, at all. It's nice to have some cool days finally, because let's face it, this freaking heat stuff has just been god awful. because it's daytime. I'm wondering. Let me try something. See if there we go. Um, create your own reality, you know. Whatever you envision your day is going to be like, then of course that's what you're going to manifest. That's what you're going to summon to you. So why in the world would you summon negative stuff when we as a species are meant to be abundant? We are meant to have abundance, but it's up to us individually how we maintain that balance, how we spend our money. Make sure all necessities are paid for before you go buying anything else, you know. Buying what I call fun stuff, you know, that CD that you've been wanting, that movie that you've been wanting to add to your collection, you know. This is part of my daily routine of just lighting an angelic incense for each day of the week, because each day of the week, for those of you that may not know this, is a different angel. Like Friday, which is today, the angel of the day is Uriel, who also is my birth angel, meaning he was the angel that assigned himself to me when I was born. Yay, me! And he is also the guardian of the Garden of Eden. I have this huge, I mean, this thing is like this tall, huge angel book somewhere stashed in my books, probably down in the basement. I just hope that it's okay and that it hasn't got moisture in it and it's ruined or anything of that sort. But that storage cage down there, I have got to go down there and clear out and sort some stuff. Maybe bring some of my lightweight crates up here and find softer, easier things to store them in, to store in them, so that I don't have to, it's not so much of a clusterfuck all around me. I'm organizing this stuff, I'm putting it in one spot, and it just opens up the space like phenomenally, okay? And when you're in a tiny apartment like this, the more space that you can open the place up to feel and be, then the better, you know. And you know, like right now it's really difficult for me to sit here like this and being able to show this much of my body and realizing, you know, how heavy I am, and therefore it's unhealthy. So I have to reset my brain to thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. Thank you for my perfect weight, shape, and size. And be able to sit here and look at myself like this and imagine myself thinner, imagine myself my perfect weight, shape, and size. Because when I am my perfect weight, shape, and size, my actual shape, believe it or not, is an hourglass figure. It's big at the top, skinny at the waist, big at the bottom. If you can get your body in the right proportions and the right muscle tone and stuff like that, then yeah, you're gonna have people all over the place going, "Who is that?" It's the aesthetics that are pleasing. It's some of us, me included, are very vain about, I don't like being this heavy. It's not healthy. It's disgusting. But when I say that, I also gotta imagine my perfect weight. You know, I am my perfect weight. I am my perfect weight. It's far too easy to go to the negative parts of our being when, you know, you're having a day that, well, it could go better, so make it go better. Say, you know what? This day, something wonderful is going to happen today. And just go through your day and do what you do and, you know, be happy and try to spread that joy and that happiness everywhere you go, which I try to do. Like when I go over and I spend time with my mom, a lot of it is just sitting there and talking about whatever comes up, talking about fun times in the past, talking about how the economy was in 1931. Okay, as opposed to many years later in 1969 when I was born, and then today it's like, wow, what happened, right? Okay, this is not okay. What do I do? Positive, positive, positive. And believe in yourself too. There is a degree of belief and faith in yourself you have to have, or the secret magic books and stuff are not going to help you at all. You have to put your whole self into it. You have to believe it 100% and do it. Be the change. Don't walk around expecting things to change. Be the change. Okay? How things are going to change is you first change yourself. Let me check my phone to make sure she didn't pop in. Another bed bug. See, I can't even sit here without being bombarded with bed bugs. And I have to end up spraying my side of the couch like multiple times throughout the day. It's such a pain in the keister. Because that's the only way to keep them at bay. That's the only way to keep them off of me. I need to. Did I put anything in there? No. Okay. Setting up a thing to brace my phone up against. Okay, what is this now? Yeah. Go away, Temu. That's a good one. I manifest that Temu will give me a bunch of gifts that won't cost me anything. They will just mail them in the mail, and that they will give me my money that supposedly is on my PayPal. Yet, if I go into my PayPal right now on my phone, there's nothing there. There's not going to be any amount listed. And so I hope you don't mind the instrumental music today. I know it might not be everybody's favorite, but sometimes it's kind of nice to just hear sounds and notes and instead of songs with words, and how many of the words are you actually even going to understand? But yes, some of these get loud, as you just witnessed. So then you got to play around with the volume so it's not like you feel like you're being deafened because you got it so loud. But yeah, here in a little bit, I will go. I will have to sign out of my Avakin, wait for a while, sign back in, and then it should register my VIP and my addition of coins and crowns, because I believe it gives like 100 crowns and I think it's like 4,000 coins or something like that. Because I got the gold VIP for myself, and that's with taxes and everything. That's $21.59 a month right there. And as far as me smoking, I'm sorry for anybody that offends, because I'm not trying to offend people, but if you're going to watch my live stream, I'm going to smoke. But that's also why I never said it for kids. If it says, no, this is not for kids, that's the one I always do, because when you do something that's for kids, it's a whole nother ball game. And I don't know the first thing about doing that. Heck, I can barely figure out how to work my own YouTube channel and how to go into the, what do they call it? The dashboard or the edit board. So you can go through and you can cut out sections if you wish. where there was not really anything going on, or I walked away from the camera because I had to go do something in the apartment or whatever. But, I mean, it's always nice if you get some manifestations, but I can never guarantee that there will be any. If spirits choose to show themselves in a way that we can't deny, it's like, okay, that's not a play of light. That's not a reflection from anywhere. Oh, wow, I think we may have had a, like if we saw a mist float across the room. But of course, every time I exhale, you see the smoke. Oh, look, a manifestation. No, it's not. It's really not. I ran across excuse me. Wee! Yeah. This strain is called Afternoon Delight. It's 28% THC. Smoke lightly is all I'm saying. Because as you're just witnessing, woo, when you get a good hit, it's awesome. But at the same time, you're coughing your lungs out, I'm still not drinking enough water. I've got some more Quinol coming in the mail because I take it with my lisinopril. So by having my Quinol, I can take it out here once a day. And then when I go to bed at night, that's when I take my lisinopril. Why, you ask? Because it seemed like that's when I was having a lot of my scary episodes, is when I lay down at night and I'm trying to go to sleep. I will roll over on my right side, and suddenly, out of absolutely nowhere, my head will just start throbbing, like boom, 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 boom. And I know that it's my blood pressure going wonky stupid. So then I have to roll over on my other side to get it to calm down. I try to drink water throughout the night, like each time I get up to use the bathroom, because there's usually several times I have to get up and use the bathroom. Incontinence does that to you. I always get a drink of water. Like I go use the bathroom, then I go get me a drink of water, and then I'm right back to bed again. I'm right back to sleeping. And I'm also taking this opportunity to do this now because Krista's not here. Therefore, the negative energy he exudes all day is not here with him. So he is such a con artist, and I mean this in a very selective way. He can convince you that he's just having the best day of his life and that everything's just happy-go-lucky when it's really not. You guys don't see the dark side of him, although I think I have recorded some of his dark side on live streams before. And I would like start typing stuff, like if people would come into my live stream, because that's usually when I would have it subs only, meaning only subscribers can, come and view the live and make comments and all that kind of stuff. And out of those, last I checked, 18 people. I don't even know how many of them are on here, how often they frequent the YouTube channel and look for my stuff and see if I have anything other than my friend Vicky Hubert. Vicky, listen to me. Vicky, I can't even say your last name right. Silly me. Vicky Howard, very good friend of mine, fellow Cappy sister. She's a Capricorn like me, and apparently shares my daughter Zephyr's birthday, because I thought for the longest time my friend Vicky's birthday was January 10th. Then I talked to her one day and she said, no, I'm January 11th. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, then you share my daughter Zephyr's birthday. Because for whatever reason, I thought her birthday was January 10th. Most likely it was a simple mistake. I've probably known somebody that was a January 10th baby. So I somehow got them mixed up with this person. But being a January baby, I still to this day cannot figure out why I would choose to be born in winter, when the only thing about winter that I like is the beauty of it. But the frigid temperatures, the black ice, the hideous snowfalls that come down so thickly, you have to shovel your car out of your driveway, and it's too much. It's too much. It's like it's really challenging for me to enjoy winter at all because I don't like the cold that comes with it. I don't like the ice, the endless snowfalls, or some years we won't get any snow at all, or we'll get very little. But the frigid temps, they knock you on your butt because some of us can't breathe. You go out and you take a deep in breath with that cold, crisp, clean air. You're like, oh, whoa, what the heck? And you literally feel like you've just inhaled ice because it's basically what you're doing. You're inhaling the air of ice, ice in its air form. Because what happens to ice when it melts? It dissipates, right? It becomes water again. And in doing that, it has the other part to it too. So anyway, it's like it literally feels like you just breathed in a big of frigid air, like you're sitting in front of your Arctic air and you just inhale as deeply as you can. I'm telling you, there has been some temperatures in the past that were so cold, and I was out walking around in them because I didn't have a car. I was just still a teenager, so I was getting around on the bus. Anytime I wanted to go somewhere, I had to catch a bus, And me and my mom did that a lot when I was a kid too. I remember that, and that was definitely some fun times. In conclusion, yes, I'm done with the assignment for the day. If you don't want to buy the books, that's fine. You can probably find at least some of them out in the libraries. Go to a library and get a copy of the book and just try it. It's not costing you anything but a little bit of your time. And if you really do have the strong will that you want change, be the change. Do the things that you need to do to bring the energies in your life to more of a balance. And let's face it, life is a challenge. We're here to learn, we're here to love, we're here to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Good luck to all of us that do. My heart goes out to those of us that still struggle. I get it, guys. I'm right there with you. I'm just, these videos, maybe they will help somebody someday. I hope so. I want to leave some kind of legacy behind, because not having my kids in my life, and they're grown adults and they're busy with their own lives, and I get that too. I'm happy for them, but I just wish they had more time for me. I just wish that I could work out some type of a system with them and an agreeable, where I could maybe go to Mansfield sometimes to see my son Noah, have Michael home and not in prison anymore, have Zephyr here more. She said she is going to try to come to Halloween, but right now I don't know when Beggar's Night's going to be, because it seems to fluctuate from year to year. Yeah, I don't think she's coming. Let me check real quick. Is she stuck? No, I don't think she's stuck. Oh, now I did not mean to do that. I hate when this thing's going wonky stupid on me. As a matter of fact, I better get off here, because I really do need to sign out so I can sign back in and get all my coins and crowns. Okay, and then I got to do that. So sorry, guys, no more music. At least not that way. And, as much as I would love to play some music, I'm a little leery about playing it, because I don't want YouTube to start screaming, copyright infringement, and I'm not allowed to play this music on my live stream because it's not mine. Well, I'm sorry, not all of us are musicians, okay? And I do have some really nice playlists that I really like. Oh, wait, we're going to see what Credit Karma's going on. Hopefully it's... Oh, my Equifax is at 590 and my TransUnion is 604. Okay, good. Okay, so what is... Direct deposit is expected in about 1 day. Tap to review the details. Amount $967. I don't know what this is all about. There's some stuff on here. Okay, your Karma monthly report is fresh off the press. Tap to see what personalized insights we've gathered for you over the past month. Score change. Your credit card utilization is at 4%. Congrats, your score's gone up by 1 point in the past month. Credit cards balance went down by 47. Okay. On-time payments, nice. Your on-time payment percentage is at 100%. Okay. What I'm looking for, part of what I'm looking for is I'm trying to look for the thing saying that Open Sky. Payment history needs work, high impact. Credit card usage, 4%. Derogatory marks, fair, high impact, 1. Credit age, 4 years, 2 months. Total accounts, 7. Hard inquiries, 3. Credit cards, Open Sky. And see, this is what throws me off. It says increase your total credit limit of $850. And I'm like, what credit limit of $850 are you speaking? Because I don't have a credit limit of $850, or if I do, show me where it is so I can use it. So how do I get... So I'm still learning to navigate this thing. Let me try this route. Maybe it'd be easier. So forgive my randomness here, but hey, you know, this is Random Lady J. What can I say? Oh, that's right. I was trying to reset my password. Okay, I need to get out of that. Because what's the point? It's just going to be like screwy. Okay, unable to retrieve, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go away. It won't let me, it wouldn't let me in for some reason. The username is already taken. Please enter a different one. So see, it's like this was stamps.com. And I really was trying to figure out how to do this because I have 15 sheets of blank stamps that I cannot use because they have to be stamped with appropriate markings to actually make them stamps. And it's just such a pain in the butt. So I'm going to have to get out of that. No, wait. Oh, here we go. This is what I was... Okay, Gmail. All right, come on now. There we go. Now let me go back up to the top, and hopefully there will be something from Open Sky. National Debt Relief. Book Loft. Oh, I love the Book Loft. I haven't gone there in a long time. Come on, show me that Open Sky went through. Okay, I thought that was another bed bug. This is just me looking through my mail here to see if there's anything from Open Sky yet. And it doesn't look like there is, sadly. Because if there was, it should be at the top of the list. And it's like, it is such a pain to, you know, clear this stuff off. Delivered. Where? Oh, hang on, guys. I'll be back. I got to go get my packages. God, let them still be out there. Said it left them by the back door. Somebody brought it up, so I need to go into my Amazon orders and see what else came. So I opened my door and it was sitting there. Let me get out of this. Go into my Amazon. See, I'm just all over the place. Welcome to Random Lady J. That's what I should start calling myself because I don't mean to be that way. I don't mean to get off topic, but things happen and I do. Something else I'm working on. Oh, that came 145 to 345. Okay, let's see. Okay, that one hasn't been delivered yet. But, ha! I got some goodies. I got some goodies. I know what came. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Chris's face. I got a treat for you guys today. You're like, oh, treat, huh? Yes. So hopefully the other isn't out there yet. Because one of the items that I have in here come on. Hey. Hello. Yeah, was that the only one out there? Was it out back?
No, it was inside.
Inside? Okay, because I've got one coming at like 1:45 to 3:45 today as well.
I just brought it up.
What's up? What's up? Got my cue and all. Yay! I'm doing a live stream. Don't mind me. And don't worry. You can talk. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. There ain't nobody on anyway. It's just I'm live streaming, but nobody's on.
Right. I might be able to get my car looked at today.
Oh, that'd be nice.
The guy in the garage who always works on cars in the alley.
Yeah.
I finally went to him
Okay.
and asked if he'd be willing to.
Oh, cool. I
So-
hope he will for you. That'd be
He
nice.
said, yeah, he'll just have to call me back because
Okay.
he's working on another car at the moment.
Right.
I'm like, go for it.
Yeah, really, man. Every little bit of help, it means a lot.
Maybe if it's just the water pump. Oh, of course, I know it's the belt too that needs to be changed. But
Yeah, I couldn't remember what all you said was wrong with it, but I just knew that was some serious stuff that.
I'm not sure if it's the water tank or if it's the coolant container,
Yeah.
like the reservoir.
Uh-huh.
Because if it's just the reservoir, awesome.
That would be great. Easy to fix.
Because I already have it on Amazon waiting to be bought. But if it's not, then I'm not going to bother with it. But if it's the water pump, it'll be more expensive, but I could buy it, and hopefully he'll quote me a price where he can put it on for me, do whatever,
Uh-huh.
and go from there.
Well, that's
'Cause
good.
I am sick and tired of taking the bus.
Oh, I know. Believe me. I have to constantly remind myself she's fine, she's safe, she's protected, because I hate that you have to walk up and down that alley every time, to get to your bus stop, and when you get off work and come back home, you got to stop at that same one, or, oh man, that's just terrifying, especially with what happened to me that one time,
Right.
and that was however many years ago, but that shit sticks with you, it don't go away.
That's true.
It's like very, very scary, for
Right.
sure.
Like he works on cars, and if he's in the price range I can deal with,
Uh-huh.
I can have him help with the water pump, get my car started running and working where I can actually drive it, and
Yeah.
then go from there with the brakes and stuff like that and go for him.
Yeah.
Because he's right next to us.
Mm-hmm.
At least his garage is. Which probably means that he is right there. I think he's in there. But his name is Simon.
Cool. Finally made it up to the dispensary up the road the other day. Got me 2 jars of Afternoon Delight.
Nice.
And I'm doing really good with it because it's 28% THC. So it kicks your keister, lady. I'm telling you what. I mean, I can smoke on the same bowl for a day and a half. Easy. Because I just hit it a couple times and I'm good for a while. And I got a good deal too, because I got them each for like $19.60. So I just spent a little over 40, but then it ended up becoming 52 because when I checked out, she said something about a donation. I said, yeah, go ahead. So I did a donation for homeless people, because they do like this backpack thing where they fill a backpack, kind of like they do for kids at school,
Right.
but for like survival things, toothpaste, toothbrush, toiletries, things like that for people that are homeless, and don't have access to those things. So I said, yeah, go ahead. And it came out to like 52 something. And it's like, that's fine. It's worth it, in my opinion. I've got 2 more items coming today. I got a really nice case that's coming for this. That's a real pretty, like sea green color. And I've got a pair of black leggings coming that have pockets. I'm like, yes, I've got to have my pockets.
Yeah, it's starting to get cool. It's not even fall yet, and it started to cool down real good.
Yeah, I know. I was out back
And I'm like,
talking to Robert for a little
probably
bit
gonna
last night.
have a really bad
Winter, I know. It's like, no.
like.
Why?
It's not even, like I said, it's not even fall yet, and it like went from almost 100 degrees to like below 80.
Yeah. It's like, okay. It's about time, right?
But it's not a surprise because it is hurricane season. We usually get the rain from it. So
yeah. But yeah, I remember I was like standing out back for a little bit last night talking to Robert, because I haven't done that in a while. And I got me another digital recorder because, for one, I've got my little one over here, but I have a lot of information that I need to transfer from it yet. And it's like tiny, like you can fit that in your shirt pocket. This one isn't too bad, but this one is special because it is a DR60. Now, for those of you paranormal investigators out there, you know exactly what I mean when I say DR60, don't you? Chris cannot stand the DR60 because paranormal investigators a lot of times will use them, and they say they're broken, worthless pieces of shit that have random words that come through them, and people try to pull that off as a spirit speaking, and it's not that at all. They don't worth a damn. They're not worth the money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to get it, and I'll be like, oh, babe, you like my DR60? Just to piss him off. Just to piss him off.
Wow.
Because it's like in your face, because he's so annoying. And it's like, now I can annoy you because I have my DR60.
Okay.
But at least I'm doing it in a humorous way. I'm not being mean, not really. I'm just being a little mischievous.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came over, though, because I'm like, I need to see my sister Christy. What's going on with Christy?
Yeah, I saw your box downstairs when I was taking out some trash, and then because I was going to ask him if I saw him out there again, because I always see him, like, next time I see him out there working, whatever, I'm going to ask him. Saw him, went back upstairs, put some pants on that wasn't shorts, like my boxer shorts. And then I had to play with Ice and Milo for a couple of seconds because they wanted to play detective, see what was outside the apartment. So I had to wait for them to get down.
Right.
And then I went down there. I'm like, next time I come up, I'll knock on the door, see what's going on. And I'm like, I hope this doesn't kick me in the butt. And I hope he agrees to check my car out.
Yeah, so do I, because...
And I'm hoping, I understand if he did, but I'm hoping that he won't charge me just looking at it.
Yeah.
Because he now knows where it is, so he can tear it up.
Right. It's like, please don't do that. That's not a good thing. All right, where did my charger go? Did I put it back in the box like a goofball? Nope. Where'd it go? I hate when stuff falls off onto the floor and disappears.
Did you put it on the table? Because I know you was messing around with that. The other table.
No. I thought I did, but try not to make a mess here. think this is one of the ones that I have to plug my tablet into when I plug in. It probably fell down on the floor, and for some reason I'm just not seeing it. Because sometimes it'll get stuck, like, oh, come on, I gotta have my charger, man. I was sitting on it. But, of course, I thought it was cute because it's purple, too. There's even purple on the USB.
Nice.
But I got another card coming. It's another low one. It's another $100 one. So between the two, I will have that extra $60 when we might really need it. And that's more like an emergency fund kind of thing I try to do, because I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it,
True.
And so, yeah, I'm going to have fun. Like when he starts pissing me off or he starts acting an ass, I'll be like, don't make me stick my DR60 on your ass, just to piss him off and get him to back off, hopefully, because sometimes, he can just be downright just fucking mean, and that's like a lot of times that's what people don't see, is they don't see the mean side of him that I live with every day, and it's not a pretty sight, it's not, he's really, really just, like Jekyll and Hyde all over the place for sure. And it's like, look, like last night, since I restarted a book series called The Secret. The very first one was done by Rhonda Byrne, Byrne, and it's got secret summaries after each chapter, and it's just basically it's another way to positively reinvent, like it's like manifesting stuff in your life. If you want to lose weight, don't focus on losing weight, focus on your perfect weight. Imagine what it would feel like to be your perfect weight, what kind of clothes you would be able to wear, and so for me, that's a help, because I tend to beat myself up, a lot of times for being so heavy. And this is my multi-cords of, you can wear all kinds of necklaces. See all the chains? Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Nice.
Generally, I got these for Norma, so, but I feel like this is something there's so many of them, like if there's a certain color that somebody likes and you have like a certain pendant, then you've been wanting a thing to wear it on. So I kind of got this for all of us, really, like Chris, he won't wear these, but Norma does. And Jack, funny story. I had his pendant on the actual cord that it came on the day we got it. When we went and picked up his ashes at Sheddinger, I immediately put it, as soon as I had it out of the box, I immediately put it on me. Immediately. Took several showers with it. And then all of a sudden I heard something fall. And I looked down. Jack kept untying the cord it came on because he wanted to be put on this one with Mom and Kenny.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, Jack, are you trying to tell me something? And then I got this very strong, yes, put me with Mommy and Daddy, or put me, because it's kind of like a mom and dad to him, because Kenny was Norma's husband, but Mom was Norma's mom. So, but yeah, she wanted these because we have a lot of pendants, and sometimes you only want to wear a single piece. Other times you do the multi like I do. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get them, and then I'll show them to her, and I'll be like, if there's a certain color you want, just look through them, and as long as we can agree, because like if there's a color that two people like, then that's going to be a bit of a problem, because only one of you can have it. But the secret books really help me a lot, because it's positive affirmation. It's when your money is tight, instead of focusing on the fact that money's tight, focus on, I am grateful for all the money I've been given throughout my life. And that's like, I think, the assignment for tomorrow. So for 28 days, you're being taught how to live in gratitude. And it brings like wave upon wave upon wave of good things, because now you're focusing on good things. You're retraining your brain so that you're bringing in the blessings and not watching them go out like, well, where are you going? Come back here. Right. It's like, I didn't tell you could leave. What you doing? But yeah, I love this Afternoon Delight. Got a great deal on it. I've been wearing my magic bracelets because these are the money drawers, the black and gold here. And I was like, well, obviously they work because I've got $60 emergency money that we can use when we need it. I'm building my credit up the right way this time. I'm showing more self-restraint, which is good because it means that I've learned. Don't do like I did before when I had my first 3 and then everything went to hell. This time I'm being smart about it. It's only 2 of them, and I only did it because they were only $100 was the security deposit. But then you have to figure what 30% of 100 is, $30. So as long as you don't spend past that 30, you're fine. You can spend. You can max it if you want, but then you got to pay that amount on it again the next month because that resets it. So after a 6-month review, they will raise the credit line, but I have no idea. They could raise it by 100. They could raise it by 2. I won't know until it happens. My self card, as soon as I get my statement or whatever, which I do it through my phone, it says, okay, you can make a payment now if you want. Then I go ahead and I pay off whatever the balance is. This last time it was like $32.39. So that was really, really good because I only went $2.39 over limit. That's really good for me. And I know the confusion of credit, and it's like, how do you understand it? I'm still learning. So I don't know, but I think I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. But the trick is not to spend it, or choose when to spend it, how to spend it, why, where, and, what is your annual thing that you pay every month, your annual fee, or I think they call it APR or some annual percentage rate, which it can fluctuate. And sometimes those can really throw you off too, because even if you have one credit card, you're like, what the fuck does all this mean now? And it just becomes more and more confusing. But at least for me, it's a positive thing because I'm doing something positive. I'm doing better. I'm showing myself that I can restrain. I can keep it within that spend limit. And even though I might be tempted to go past it, I'm not going to. And Chris, I mean, look at how many he's got. Good Lord.
I don't know how many.
Whoo, he's got at least half a dozen. I don't know, maybe more. I'm not kidding.
What's his credit score?
I don't even know, but I know like my latest one, it was like 604 on TransUnion and 590 on Equifax. So finally, slowly, I'm getting them up there. And that's another reason why I like the cards, the credit cards, the way I'm doing them this time, because the first one's my self card. It says you don't have any kind of fee for a whole year. But once that year is passed, then you'll probably get a statement or something that says, okay, this year's passed. Now you pay this percentage rate thing or whatever every month. And that's whether you use the card or don't use the card. So the key thing that I've noticed is depending on how much your credit line is, never go above the 30% line of whatever the amount, if you can, because then when you pay the whole thing off, like Norma always does, and like I do with my self card, boom, $32.39, boom. That's one of the first things I do as soon as my check's loaded. Then we got the lovely surprise. I was thinking it was going to be loaded tomorrow. No, the universe, thank you, decided to load it on Chris's birthday, the 27th. And I'm going, what? Huh? Okay. I'm not complaining. Thank you. But because he told me, he got like this big smile on his face when I woke up that morning. And I'm like, what? And he's like, we got paid today. I was like, really? And my eyes lit up then. And I was like, oh, well, how about that for a birthday present, So, yeah, I'm going to have fun shoving my DR60 in his face just to piss him off. And it wasn't that much either. It was only like $18 and something or whatever, and it's still a digital recorder. So that's what, I like about it. And I'm going to have fun with it. And then that way I can work on putting files and stuff on it until I can get my dumb butt around to. And I can only do it on my big laptop, my main laptop down here, because that's the only one that can handle the program, that has the space for it. But I plug this part into my computer, turn this on. It shows it as like a certain device. Click on it, and then there's a process you go through that deletes them, but it records them onto the computer, so you're not losing any footage. Yes. And, because, I'm not tech savvy.
You have to delete it from there. But
yeah, that's why I like the program that he's got set up for me, because I can unload all the files from this onto the computer, and as it unloads each file, it deletes it. So then your thing's clearer and you can start using it again, which I like. And, because they're small, that helps a lot too. One of my favorite things is, and you don't even have to necessarily follow the book series to do it, is the grateful list. Every day, write down a list of 10 things that you're grateful for, however great or small, and do that as a daily practice every day for like 28 days, a whole month, you might say. And it helps you positive affirmations. It helps you to have more positive focus. But anyway, go on.
But
Well, I didn't know if there was other stuff that's been going on with you or what.
I finally got Tisha a job. So that's nice.
Good.
Yeah,
I hope she sticks with it.
She's a cashier at where I work.
Okay.
So. And when our schedule aligns, she will take me back home. So that'll help me.
There you go.
But a lot of our schedules don't match up. That's okay. I just want my car. I just want a car.
Yeah. So some of the things that would be a positive thing to focus on is I'm grateful for the buses right now because it's the only way I can get to and from work. As much as it's a pain in the butt, it is. Because, with the routes, the way they've changed them, it throws people off, and it's like, what the heck is going on? I'm lost. Somebody come find me. I'm lost. But, and I've noticed when I start doing the Secret Series, at least for myself, it does help me to find that happy again. And that's essential and important because I know here a couple days ago, my brother actually fell. He had a really bad fall. He was out in just out in the street by his trailer talking to a neighbor, and both of his legs gave out on him.
Wow.
And down he went. And he said he fucked up his tailbone when he did that. So he's been hurting from that, I'm sure. And, but at the same time, Chris was coughing up blood in his sinuses as he was coughing and hacking in the kitchen sink. And I was thinking, oh no, sinuses, blood clot in the brain again. Is he about to have another stroke and fall dead on the floor? I cannot go through this again. I am struggling to go through it now. So instead, I've got to retrain my brain to imagine him in perfect health, because it's like it sucks the life right out of you when you focus on negative stuff. And I know I do that a lot. And I'm trying to get out of that pattern because that's not healthy. It's not healthy for anybody. Right. It's like every cloud has a silver lining, right? So when there's bad shit going on, take a minute to stop focusing on the bad and think, what am I grateful for? And just list off a handful of things in your head, because then you're just shifting your focus from the negative to the positive, and also you're balancing out. So then once you come back from doing I've done 5 tasks in my day before. Like I call it 5 daily tasks. And it's 5 things that I give myself to do. And each one I do, I check mark it off. And then I find some way to reward myself at the end of the day. Do a foot bath or something, which is helping my ankles. I got my soak tub. You ought to see my soak tub. It is so cute. But did you see it out of the box?
It's right there, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
It's in the bedroom. But I've already discovered the only way I'm going to be able to use it, and I can't wait until the first time that I am able to use it, is it has collapsible sides and it has a soft bottom. So as long as the soft bottom is plugged, so it, water won't get, if water gets in the bottom, it's not going to hurt anything, but I don't want the water sitting in there and getting all slimy and so I would rather it not, but you fill it up and you sit in it. Only one person can fit, but you have to sit all the way to the bottom, and you can only sit with your knees drawn up. You can't sit with your legs stretched out like you'd be able to do in a hot bath, and stuff, especially not with our tub right now because of the shit that needs fixed. Right. That I just wish that Joe would finally get fixed so I can have a hot soak again and I don't have to go through all this just to have a hot soak. But, be able to use my Epsom salts. And look how many of these I've gone through already. A lot. And these are my hemp ones. I have 2 other bottles over here I haven't touched yet. And they're just bath salts. You can soak in them, your whole body. Mm-hmm. And it has, this one has hemp and argan. nourishing and relaxing. Dead sea salts, so that's always good because it's of the earth, and you're Pisces, so that's water. So, but yeah, it's like, man, got to find out when Christie's are going to be free again so we can go out and do something. Because I got
What are you guys doing on Tuesday?
Tuesday. I don't know. Where's my phone? I'll come back to
Because
this.
that's my next day off.
La la la. Where you is? Let
Now
me
I
see
know
what's
it's not
calendar.
even noon, but I can't really do anything because I am starting to. I guess I could put it on slow cook, but I am making homemade chicken noodle today.
Oh, okay. September 2nd, that would be, yeah, there's nothing on the calendar here. So, yeah, that's looking like that day will be free. So that's good.
We could do something. That's my next day off.
Okay. And, hopefully take Norma with us because get this, since I've been doing the secret stuff again and I've been wearing my bracelets, I literally have $101 in my wallet right now.
Nice.
And I'm like, what did I do right? But hey, I need to keep this up. Because this is the good stuff, man. This is helping a lot. Let me guess. It's my brother this time.
Who's calling
Timu. No, I thought it was my brother. I check to see when people text me and stuff
you? Right.
because I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them.
Sometimes I do.
So I'm just gonna get rid of these. Yeah. Because it don't take long to get these built up. And it's like every time my notification thing goes off, I'm like, ugh, stop it. Out for delivery, credit one. Yeah, I wish I could get in on that lawsuit, man. That'd be nice because that would be some more pocket change, so to speak.
Well, Timu is being sued.
Oh, no. I knew that was coming. I knew there was like a lot of bad stuff going on with them. So it doesn't surprise me.
Evidently, they were taking it from personal information and selling it.
Selling it to the highest bidder, is usually how it goes, right?
Yeah.
That is the way of this messed up world right now.
I was actually thinking of getting a credit card myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, get one and start building my credit.
Yeah. Yep. Then I definitely recommend Self because it's only $100 security deposit. And then just don't spend more than $30 of it. But if you have to, you can just whatever you spend, make sure you pay it off the next billing cycle or whatever.
I was just going to get a Capital One Platinum.
Oh, okay.
$450.
Hey, there you go. That works. Because that's what I'm trying to do. But because of my mess up before, when I had the other 3 cards, because that was my first time ever having a credit card, I did things the wrong way, and then I got myself in a situation to where I'm waiting for statements from them again. And when I get the next set of statements from them, I'm going to put them together somewhere around here where I see it all the time. And I'm going to see, because they give you like several different settlement amounts that they will allow you to pay to get that one paid off. And I'm going to go with the lowest settlement amount. I'm going to write down all the information and also be able to write down proof that I did pay this. And, say, look, you guys, I don't want to hear no more from you. I paid you off. We agreed on the settlement. I'm going from here, and I'm going new direction, new card, and I'm doing better with this one because so far the highest I've gone over the limit since I've had my Self card, and it's only been a couple months, was like 50 something. But that was because I needed some gas one night, and Norma wanted some milk or something, so I grabbed her a gallon of milk from the gas station, put gas in the car, went home, and she's really good about like paying me cash and stuff for whatever I spend. Got 40 from my mom because I spent $39.92 or something like that at Sam's Club for her to get her some cappuccino that she wanted, some coffee syrup, some coffee, some creamer. It was just like a handful of things. And I got her and I both some panty liners because, her and I both suffer from incontinence, and she has a lot of trouble with her bowels and her, hemorrhoids and stuff a lot of times. So, it's better to have that protection. And I want to get me some more of the discreets myself, because especially at night, because they're so thin.
Be careful
with the discreets.
Any type of pads, because I just saw it on TikTok, and I'm not sure how true it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it is true. A lot of pads, like Always, and
different ones,
all different type of brands,
have
parasites on them. I'm not saying yours has them. I'm just saying be very careful, because from what it was saying, the news that clip was saying was that nothing's being done about it, but they're just saying be aware that like pads and stuff like that, liners and everything like that, has been reported that they have parasites and is making people sick. And there would be like a video of this woman. She had her shirt up, and there's like blisters and bruises all over her stomach and stuff like that.
Yikes!
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's definitely not good.
We have no choice but to use that, and that's included tampons and stuff like that, which is terrifying. And the worst part about that is, if that is true, because I'm not sure, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, women have no choice but to use them most of the time, because that's the only thing we have to stop from
bleeding through your clothes and stuff. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
But the reason why I'm looking at this Capital One Platinum is because it has 0 annual fees, and it's only like $50.
Yeah, well, that's good, because I don't have any issues with Capital One. I love them so far, but there's been some discrepancies too. And you got to be careful, because they have a tendency to say there's not going to be any annual fee. And that's why Chris got it for himself as well as me. And then they suddenly they're charging fees. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on? So just be careful. I hope that isn't the case. And it works out okay for you, because $50. Yeah. That's why I went with Self and Open Sky, because both of those were low security deposit. I know what my spend bracket is, and I'm doing really good.
It's $100.
Yep. Yep. That's what I did. I got my Self card, and I'm waiting for some type of a notice. I just don't know when it's coming.
Actually, I might get. The only downside to Open Sky is the $300 deposit was refundable. So they say, do you get it back in cash or credit?
I don't know. That's a good point, though, for sure.
Because the reason why I'm saying Open Sky, because you said you had Open Sky.
I just recently did open. I'm waiting for confirmation that it's been approved. Right. But yeah, I've already paid the $100 for it. What I have right now is my Self card.
The reason why I like that one is because it has a 10% cash back on purchases.
See, here's my Self. Here's my Self card. So it's got the chip. I don't think it has the tapper. And that's where you can tap it.
Chip, it's a tap.
It's a tap. It's somewhere that I don't see then.
No, you tap it. You see where on the side where it has that chip. You just tap it and go like that.
Okay, because they have this other icon that looks like a speaker that's being turned up or a megaphone, and you can see with all the lines that it's high volume and stuff. And that is, I call it the tapper, because like you said, you can just tap it, and then you can pay for your purchases and stuff.
Yeah. When you tap it, that's what I do. I tap.
Yeah.
You just put it right there.
Yep.
It has to be on the side of the chip.
Mm-hmm. So. Yep, exactly. So, I got me some more Qunol, and I'm gonna take one of those a day, and then I'm gonna take my lisinopril at night, because when I don't drink enough water during the day, some days I do better than others, and I end up going to sleep. I roll over on my right side, and my head is throbbing within minutes, because that's my blood pressure going through the roof because I'm dehydrated. So I ended up taking my lisinopril at night, last thing before I go to bed. I take me some ice water and I, put it in my mouth and I swallow it down. And then drink water throughout the night. So I'm keeping myself at least somewhat hydrated, or hopefully hydrated enough, But as far as the pads and stuff, what I would probably do just for myself and for like a little bit of protection against possible parasites is spray them with disinfectant and then just let it dry, really good, to make sure that like you're not going to be like getting that chemicals on your skin and it starts irritating you or something. So yeah, it might be kind of weird, but I might even decide to go ahead and like put a regular pair of underwear on first and then use that as extra padding so that if I leak through the first layer, I still have the padding, of the pad, but I'm not putting that stuff right up against my skin because that's such a delicate area there. So,
just giving you a heads up.
Oh yeah. It's okay. It's good to be warned.
Like I said, I don't know how true
if it's
that
true
is.
or not. Yeah, same here. So I guess we'll find out. But hopefully it's not.
Lately, the reason why I don't like going on TikTok is because they keep showing news like that, and like this guy, he took a hamburger from McDonald's, Burger King, and Five Guys. Okay, and he let them sit for over a month. The McDonald ones, no mold. It was in the same condition as it was originally bought. And he had one that was 6 months and it was still in the same condition. And then the Burger King one had black mold on it, and it was had fuzz and everything like that. So, real. The Five Guys burgers, was even a worse condition. Like it was completely black.
Ew.
Black mold. And he was like, yeah, we're starting to be fed fake food. And he proved it. Like I only saw the one video, but I'm sure he had where he has proof that he didn't mess with it. Or
that is scary.
And I'm like, McDonald's, they have like some best burgers.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I'm like, do you do Wendy's? Because I love Wendy's.
Yeah, I mean, I can do Wendy's, I can do Burger King or McDonald's. It's just the differences in the flavors of the meat is what gets me. Like some certain flavors, I'm like, ew. And others are like, what? It's good, but that's just not to my taste buds. It's not.
I have had Burger King itself since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Because I did not like that grill taste.
Right.
Like, I should try it again. Well, I shouldn't have to. I'm not saying that. But, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Oh, but they have, did you hear? I think it's on the 18th, what, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King are doing. There's from what I saw on TikTok again, they're selling Wendy's is selling their hamburgers for $0.01. I think it was I can't remember if it was McDonald's or Burger King that was selling theirs for 50 cents each. I'm like, if Wendy's is selling their hamburgers for $0.01, I'm there. Like, I'm there.
Yeah.
At least for one. Like,
right. Yeah, so that's good because that means that they're that's just kind of their way of trying to, help out people that maybe really don't have a lot, and it gives them a burger, for the day or something. I don't know. So it's humanitarian, definitely in nature, but yeah, it's good that they do that once in a while. That's why I felt good about doing the donation thing for the homeless, because they fill a backpack with necessities for homeless people and they just give them out, at like homeless shelters or whatever. So that is that little bit of extra that they can have to keep them going, and shampoo and all that kind of stuff.
I originally didn't believe it, but there was a couple of people who was posting about it, so we'll see if it's true or not.
Yeah, but it's
Um,
definitely, I would rather be forewarned, and of course you don't want things to be that way, but I would rather be warned because then it gives me something to focus on to make sure it don't happen. And if it does, it's like, okay, I'm out of here.
Right. It's like one fucked up thing another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you hear about Arizona?
Arizona.
I think it was Arizona.
I
They
remember the
had-
latest school shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota or some shit.
Did you hear about
That's like been on the news, but go ahead.
they had this really huge, like strong, almost hurricane wind kind of thing.
Dang.
Dust storm, like sandstorm or whatnot.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, watch it. It'd be crazy out
like-
today.
It was huge. I don't know if I can find it again on TikTok or not. But quite a few people were
When
talking
my
about
ex
it.
and I broke up, he threw my pipe in the laundry basket and said, "Guess you will need this."
Who's that?
But yeah, this is what I end up using my tablet for the most, is I use it for, for reading, because I can download virtually any book. Okay, this was the health one, right? Yep. We got to go back to the health
I've
one.
been mostly on TikTok for the meal preps.
Okay. Like the assignment today is the gift of health is keeping me alive. And you're supposed to write that on a piece of paper or a card and then look at it like 4 different times today and say one word at a time in your head. And it helps to keep the positive flowing and all that fun
This
stuff.
is the one I was talking about.
A shocking discovery has just been made. Parasites invisible
Like
to
I
the
said-
naked eye have been detected in women's sanitary pads. These microscopic organisms are so small that they can slip through the skin, spreading silently inside the body.
Yeah.
Doctors report mysterious infections, unexplained pain, and even internal damage in women who use the products. What's more terrifying is that many of these contaminated pads come from some of the most popular international brands. Health authorities, however, are refusing to confirm the risks, saying only that investigations are underway. But leaked documents suggest the problem may already be far bigger than the public is being told.
Oh, wow.
Experts warn the parasites can survive for days inside the human body, multiplying with every passing hour. And with millions of women using these products every single day, the potential scale of exposure is enormous.
Yeah.
Some scientists are even calling this the hidden pandemic, comparing it to the first days of COVID when warnings were ignored. If true, this could be one of the most dangerous health scandals of our time. The question now is, how many have already been exposed, and why are we only finding out about it now?
Yeah.
A shocking discovery has just
Yeah.
been made. Parasites
Exactly.
invisible to the naked eye.
So be
have been
careful,
detected-
people. Just more craziness going on out in the world, you know?
But like I said, I don't know how true that is. But
Right.
It's nice to like.
Be informed anyway, because if it is even a remote possibility, I would rather know,
Right. I'd rather
so
be-
I can take steps to keep myself safe and just hope that if I spray my shit with a disinfectant before I even use it, then that's what I'll do, because hopefully it'll kill the, pretty much anything that's on there. Okay, now what? Somebody's texting me. Durky dorky. Was you still calling me today?
Your brother.
Yep. Hang
I
on.
looked through. What's that? Videos yesterday.
So if you want to go up to the dispensary just to see what they have, then next time I go, or we could go Tuesday just so you can check it out. You don't have to buy anything, just so you can see what's available, because they got gummies and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
When my
Here we go. I don't know why I didn't just search it.
Yeah. I kind of remember hearing something about that. That's pretty scary, wouldn't you say? A big cloud rolling. Yeah, I'd be scared. I'd be like, what? Looks like a freaking mountain of clouds just rolling in, you know?
Yeah, a lot of
Oh my goodness.
because a lot of people were driving. They had a driving now.
Oh my gosh. That's like driving through pea soup, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
Overnight, apocalyptic scenes unfolding in Arizona. A massive dust storm blanketing the Phoenix metro area. This time-lapse video showing the imposing wall of dust engulfing Arizona State University's.
Yeah, and you know that's part of what I've been doing with the secret things too, because it helps to turning the negatives into the positives, and it's what inspired me to get back on to talking to Carl again, even though the latest thing that happened. But it's like I owe it to him and I owe it to myself to at least give him a chance to explain, because if he's lying to me, I'm gonna feel it because of my empathic abilities, and he knows that I have them. I've never covered them up. I've never lied about them or nothing. So even if he lies to me, I'll know if he's telling the truth, you know. And it's like, so when I started doing the secret stuff, I was like, okay, yesterday's assignment was 3 photos of 3 people that are very, very important to you in your life. Could be family, could be friends that are like family, could be coworkers, you name it. Just could be anybody, but people that you truly appreciate. And you write 5 things about them that you appreciate. And you take those photos and you carry those photos with you and look at them at least 3 times that same day, 3 different times of the day you choose. And then just think to yourself and read through the things again. You know, like one of the things I did was I'm grateful for my mom. Why? Because she's still here. You know, she's 94 and she's still here. And that's saying something, because there's just been too much death in the world anymore. And it's like, whoa, can we take a break from that for a minute, please? Because I'm getting like overwhelmed here. But I just felt like call Carl, text him. He really needs you right now. And I said, I know he does, but I got to be okay up here, because I don't want to say something that's just going to make matters worse. So when we did finally talk, he explained himself. I explained myself. And I said, look, believe me, I'll be the first person to say this deep sensitivity that I have is, as much as it's a gift, it's also a curse, because I spread myself so thin a lot of times because I'm trying to bend over backwards and do somersaults and gymnastics. And I've never done gymnastics in my life because I try to please mom. I try to go over there a lot. I try to go up and see my brother once in a while, but because he's an hour away, that trip, it takes a little planning, make sure it's on a payday, make sure I got plenty of gas. Where are we going? How many places am I driving you to? Because that's usually what ends up happening. And I get that, because with his health and now this fall, he's probably not feeling much up to driving, right? Because he don't know how badly he messed up his tailbone yet, because the doctor that he's seen so far was just rude and saying things like, well, maybe if you weren't so fat, this would have never happened.
You could be sued for that.
Exactly. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I come to you for help and you're going to insult me like that? And they kept wanting to do stuff, x-rays on his back. He's like, I'm telling you, it's not my back. It's my tailbone. It's my hips. It's my legs. That's where I felt, because, you know, his legs gave out on him. And that's what he felt. And he said the majority of his weight went on one arm or hand or something. So he probably fucked up that wrist. So, yeah, it's probably going to be hard for him to drive much of anywhere right now. And I just don't know how soon I'll be able to get up there, because this is Labor Day weekend. Yay! We're going to a car show this weekend downtown, me and Chris. It's we call it car show, but it's more like a cruise in, because they have, like, you know, different muscle cars down there and stuff, like the one we went to at Creekside. And we're going to go, you know, we were going to go to the zoo, but we were kind of tossing around the two. Like, we'll see what the weather's like. We'll see how my breathing is doing. Like, whatever his appointment is today, he said there's a possibility, because of the extensive tests, that it's going to be done today. Because I believe he said this is another one where he's going to be doing two appointments in the same building in the same day. So when one appointment's done, he has to wait in the lobby until time for the other appointment. You know, what do you do all that time? And he's afraid they might keep him, like end up putting him in the hospital, in which case I'm going to play hell being able to get over there and get the car back.
Right.
depending on where they take him.
And
You know.
unfortunately, my car's down.
Yeah, your car's down, so most likely I would have to end up taking the bus or something, just to get up there to get the car,
Honestly,
and
I
hope that I
it-
don't get on the wrong bus.
I
you
hope
go,
it's
"Oh,
off
crap."
soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. And I keep getting all these car offers. It's so funny. I went on a car site one day and I fell in love with this fucking white Chevy Corvette, and I was like, oh, I'm not thrilled about it being white. I would rather it be almost any other color but white, because when it is white, it's damn near impossible to keep it clean. So
When I went to Drive Time, they let me test drive this 2017 GMC Terrain. And it was so smooth. It had a
wow.
camera and everything when I backed up. I'm like,
Oh, my dream
And-
car.
And I'm like, I fell in love. And then because I don't have a driver's license, I couldn't rent to own.
Oh no.
I'm like,
Damn it. I'm sorry. I can understand that frustration, because that Corvette that I found, the payments alone are like over $1,000 a month. And if you pay full straight up cash, full amount, it's like $7,000 or some shit. And it's a nice one. It definitely looks like it's a nice one. But because of that, I keep getting all these car offers. And I also like the 280Z. The 280Z is more along the lines of like the vets that had the long sleek bodies. You could only fit 2 people in them.
mhm.
Well, that's what the 280Zs are like. Like sometimes you'll have fins on the back of your windows, and then it's a hatchback, but it really can only fit 2 people. And the hatchback is so small, what are you even going to fit in there? Not a whole lot, But I just thought I liked the design. It's a childhood memory for me, because my sister had a 280Z. She had a black one with red and white pinstriping. I will never forget that. Come on! Entrez-vous!
But,
Hi,
Yeah.
Sissy.
Girls' time. Christy was finally able to come over.
Hi, Sissy.
hi,
How you doing?
pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
We're making a plan for Tuesday, because she's got Tuesday off. That's her next day off. So hopefully the 3 of us will be able to go out and stir up some trouble.
I know,
You
look
know.
like a bum. Okay.
No, you look comfortable. You look comfy.
What y'all been up to?
Live streaming right now,
What you
but
got?
nobody's on.
What came?
Oh, my latest Tormentor device. It's hard to see it down here because it's so small.
What is
This
that?
it's a digital recorder.
Oh,
It's a DR60.
I thought you had it.
And I got this, like the main reason I got this was to have another recorder, and I hope that it's good enough that I can use it in that way. But Chris can't stand them. Paranormal investigators use DR60s
Oh.
all the time when they do investigations, and they
Where is he?
claim
Oh,
they
he's with
claim
his
that
quote.
it's spirits talkings, and it's not. It's just the thing is a piece of shit. It don't work, and they chuck that off as ghostly voices. No.
Well, you got 2 of them now. You did
Yes,
have
I
one.
still got to get the information off of this one.
Yeah.
And that one I'm going to have to put on I'm going to have to use my big laptop and hope that I can bring up the memory of how to do it, so I don't have to bother Chris with it, because I never know when I'm going to get Jekyll or Hyde.
So
You
when
know,
he
he
comes
could be in a
back,
good mood. He could be in a not good mood. Well,
When-
apparently he's got 2 appointments again today in the same building, so he's probably going to be gone a while.
all right. So that means when she get back, you could take me. I'm gonna have to get some money out.
Yep. And it's Friday, so yeah, you're lucky there, because if it was Saturday, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to go because they close at noon.
No,
It's
I
like,
would've
oh
been-
boy.
I don't know.
Oh, you can just put it up there, put it on top of that stuff, and I'll try to remind you to take
I
it.
just wore it because I'm cold downstairs.
Yeah.
Look, I got clothes on me, but still, I stay cold. I stay cold.
Yeah, it's not fun. For sure. So yeah, we're just I got my Q&all.
I had to call my
Got me
sister
another
off.
bottle of these.
She's kind of down today.
Gwen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because him and I guess they broke up. Dennis,
Really?
he really didn't want a relationship.
See? I think that's kind of what the card said too.
He will help her wherever she needs,
Yeah.
but dig this, what she told me. How could you if I was in the car with her, I'd be saying, what?
What happened?
He said his mom is his lover.
Ew.
That's what I said on the phone to her.
Oh no, that's horrid.
I said, what? I said, no way. That's his mom. But that's what he said. My mom is my lover.
Like what?
If I was in that car with him, I would have said, what?
I'd be like, no, try again. Don't think so. Back up. This no.
She
this,
said, you in love with your mom.
that's
But
crazy.
you don't want a relationship with us.
Right.
And I'm
Go
putting
figure.
my heart into it.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I
I
had
knew
to
a guy.
call her today.
Get
'cause-
this. I know a guy. I don't remember his name and I don't want to
Yeah.
because this was the guy that came and sat next to me on the bus when I went to New York.
Oh, you told me that.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Get this. He was in love with
Oh.
his sister-in-law
Ooh,
or
I
something.
used to say, ooh,
And he
so that
said
too.
because they're in-laws, he can't bring himself to date her. But I bet they're bumping uglies in the bed. I'm sure, you know. And
I
I
think
mean, he
that's gross,
seemed
too.
like he was a cool guy. You know, he sent me some money once. I forget how much it was. And you know, I really thought, but then he lived so far away and everything. I was like, no, this is probably not going to happen. So that was just kind of like ships that pass in the night. You know, we happened to sit next to each other and we both smoked pot. So we talked about that and it made the time go faster. I remember he was getting off in Zanesville and then I was staying on because I was, you know, on the next leg of my journey
In
to
love
New
with
York.
his mom.
But his sister-in-law too, that's just as bad.
I'm
It's
not
like,
talking
oh
about
my
his
God.
Mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For
in my
somebody,
head went,
that is,
"Ugh,
yeah, that is not
You're
right.
not supposed to love your mom. Your mom is your mom. I
Yeah,
mean, you
you're not
can love
supposed
your
to
mom,
do incest.
but not that way.
Yeah. Incest is not a
You
good
know
thing.
who else is like that? Watch this, and watch what I'm gonna tell you this. She went, what? To me in my ear today. You know, the one, my nephew, the last one, shit, I forgot his name right now. Paulie,
Uh-huh.
the one Kenny don't really
Like, yeah.
like. I already know why Kenny didn't like it because when he was alive, he kind of bullied our kids.
Yeah.
But the thing is, put it this way, his wife, right? His
Mhm.
wife,
Yeah.
sister, right?
Uh-huh.
They are lesbian in bed with 4 people, and they are married, all 4 of them.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's
And
common in the world.
Paulie is the opposite because he don't want both his boys to be like his aunt.
Right.
What his aunt doing. He do not want them around in the house. He don't want, if they come in the house, they cannot kiss each other. They cannot do nothing. They get mad. His wife gets mad about it.
Oh boy. That's crazy.
I went, what, sis? Are you joking me?
Yeah,
No,
really.
I'm not. I said, that's the side of your family. Because that's my nephew, yes.
Yeah.
But his wife, sisters,
Yeah. It's like, huh?
you got 4 of them in bed.
That is
What?
crazy.
4 of them.
That's that poly stuff that I just don't get. I'm never gonna get.
And they married.
I'm never gonna understand. Like that's
I
that
can't
multiple
understand
partners.
that.
It's that multiple partners thing. I don't
Mm-mm.
like it either because it's just, to me, it's just
Would
wrong.
you think how Paulie thinks? He's got
Oh, my
2
gosh.
boys.
Yeah.
He's got 2 boys and he's got a wife. Mother-in-law, that's his mother-in-law.
Yeah.
His sister's his mother-in-law
Uh-huh.
doing that shit. And he don't want he don't want the kids around that.
Wow.
Period. You can't blame Paulie.
No, huh?
I don't blame boy.
That's not a
Paulie
good,
wants-
that's not a good environment to bring
No,
your
it's
kids
not.
up in. No.
Let them grow up like that.
Because you're going to confuse them for one.
He wants them to be normal and had a regular
Relationship.
relationship.
Yeah, one person, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not.
As it should be. Not multiple ones. Yes, I get you.
And when Anna told me that one time, I said, Anna, are you joking me? She said, no, sis, I'm not
it's,
joking.
It's out there. And look how Chris's face lights up when he says, dear, you know I'm Polly. Like it's a good thing. And it's like,
What the hell's
no, it
Polly?
isn't.
I'm going to ask you.
Polly is
More
the
than
same
one,
partner.
More than one?
Yeah, multiple, like I was just saying.
No,
Like
thank
a
you.
swinger.
Yeah, a
No,
swinger.
thank you. I don't
Yep.
like that either.
Yeah, it's
I-
like,
me?
no,
I'll stick with one.
just give me my one and I'm
Just
good.
give me my one.
You
I'm
know,
happy with none.
yes. And some of us are the smart ones and
No,
don't
no,
do it at
No,
all.
no, I'm your partner. Woo, I'm your partner. Yes, I'm only kidding. Trust
I
me.
know.
I'm
Me
only
and Norma
kidding.
have done that before too, and we would just walk out laughing.
And you can see people looking at us.
People looking at you, looking at us like, what the hell does that
They
work?
would
I don't
look
know.
at us. And we be
It's
smiling.
so fun. It is so fun
And I
because
just
you're
look
not
at
doing
me.
any harm. You're just.
No, I would
Just
never. I
having
hate
fun.
to say I'm like her.
Mhm.
I want my own bed.
Yep.
I want my own bed.
I don't have my own bed. I have like 3 little critters that mess with me when I'm trying to sleep. That's more than enough.
Yeah, her babies take the bed.
Well, that's different.
Like I only
That's
have
different.
3. Ice, he doesn't really bother me, but when he's hungry and the bowls are empty, that's when he starts running his fucking mouth.
Yeah,
But he's not in bed with me.
right.
He's just at that door, just trying to wake me up so I
Right.
can go do something. But
See, she's like that. You know who's like that, really?
Who?
That's Pula.
Oh, yeah.
Pula would do
Yep.
that. Pula,
Brothers.
Pula would stay on me for a little bit, put just a little bit on the side,
yeah, that's
and
fine.
then she leaves.
Yep.
I have he like I said he sometimes he'll be in bed. I'm not gonna lie. He sometimes will be at my feet or whatnot in bed,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time he's not.
Mm-hmm.
When he wants cuddles, I have to be in the chair and he has to be right there.
Yep, in a certain spot.
And
Yep.
guess who's taking the place? I noticed it. Somebody's taking the place of Jack Jack.
Mitten.
Yeah, it's Mitten.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because she's the elder now. Think about it. She's the elder
I
between
guess-
the three of them.
Yeah, I guess
Because Jack Jack was
told
the
him.
elder. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the elder until he passed. So.
And Jack Jack must told him, "You the oldest now."
Yeah,
sis."
yeah, he's like, sis, go get him. You know, be the
He
be
is
the
on me
boss
constantly.
kitty.
If I'm in a bedroom, or if I'm in a bedroom laying down, lady, I've been staying in the living room.
Mhm.
Don't ask me on that one. I've been sleeping in the living room a couple times now.
Yeah,
Don't ask me. I'm going both.
yeah,
So he is really doing it. She's
Yeah.
doing it, and I'm looking at her like, okay, man, what is up with you? And she just looks at me
yeah,
like, Mom, I'm gonna stay here right here. Like,
yeah.
Well,
You
she's
know,
doing-
I'm the elder now. Jack Jack said so, and Jack Jack's gone, so I'm just, falling into my place. I
I really
guess.
don't know how old is Mitten is. Really.
Yeah, I don't either because
Only-
because Mitten wasn't from the same litter as Jack Jack, was she?
Nope.
Well, then there's no way to determine.
You know
because
how I know that?
I didn't know that Jack Jack was 17 until Paige said
Yeah.
17. I was
Because
like,
she was
what?
young when she had him.
I was like, wow, that is a long life for a cat, though. That's
She
pretty
she
good.
found 5 of them, remember 5 or
Mhm.
6, something like
Yeah.
that. But she liked it Jack Jack because Jack Jack
Stood out.
stood out, and
Mhm.
everybody likes Jack Jack
Oh yeah.
for some reason.
Yep. He was
He
a
did
pure
the-
soul.
The 2 guys downstairs like him
Mm-hmm.
for some
Robert and
reason.
Daryl. Yeah.
They both liked it. They say they would take Jack Jack before Tiggy.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah. Because Tiggy can be a brat. She can be downright mean.
Milo can too.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Oh, Tiggy
So
was on me
Tuesday,
today.
Tuesday, hopefully, like I said, don't make any
Okay.
plans, and
I'm
the
not.
3 of us will get out and do
Alright,
something.
She was on my lap today, Tiggy.
Mm-hmm.
She started. I was laying down. Well, actually, I was laying down trying to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
So she just came right up to me, right here on the side, and stopped. Oh,
Oh, I hate those needles. I hate the needles. I don't
they
like
do
the
that.
needles.
But she was doing it on the side, and then after she did it for a little bit, she stayed right there and sit there for a minute or two, and I
Uh-huh.
pedal.
Yeah.
She stayed there for a minute.
Yeah, that's
I said, huh?
my cats are the same way.
I said,
They're the same
"Wow,
way.
you're actually sitting on my
Yeah,
my
because
chest?"
like Carmela and Kalika seem to take turns. Like sometimes it'll be Kalika first, and then sometimes it'll be Carmela. Kalika's favorite thing is she'll jump up by the left side of my feet, and then she'll walk up. She'll walk around my pillow, walk down the other side, back across my ankles, walk up around my pillow. I'm like, why are you doing that? You're driving me nuts. Stop it.
That's why, like when I'm laying down, she's right here on me, or
Yep.
if I'm right here.
You got
And then
four.
she moves
Yeah.
and back and forth, back and forth,
Yep.
back and forth. And then she paws.
Yeah.
And then she like paws, pick up.
Uh-huh.
And like her claws are out. She's picked up the claw. And she does that. I love that she does that because that means she's in a happy mood.
Yeah.
But those claws hurt.
Yes. Especially there. It's like, ow.
You know, I feel sorry for the. I feel sorry for the mother.
Oh yeah, Milo. She's
No.
our girl. Oh yeah, all that time because you're feeding them. Oh my God, ow, that would hurt.
I think that's another reason why she didn't like her stomach touched. The other cats love their stomach rubbed.
Mm-hmm.
Milo does not. I think it's because it's sensitive.
Yes.
More
It
sensitive
is
because of
sensitive.
that.
You
Yep.
were bad on
Yeah,
that.
because that's a lot of kitties to be pumping out. For
Remember,
sure.
she had two
She had
litters.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say she
But
had
what
2
did
litters.
you say to me?
Huh?
What do you say to me?
I was gonna say, Mitten. Guess who found Mitten? Mitten followed Michael's girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
the youngest one, the one Paige and her went to same school together.
Mm-hmm.
She's way younger than Michael.
Right.
She followed Michael. I mean, not Michael. Michael's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She was on the way to go to work. So when she got out of the car, Mitten seen her
Mm-hmm.
and followed her.
Oh
She
wow.
went to the store,
Mm-hmm.
got something, she said, something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
It was right close.
Mm-hmm.
But when close to her house, close where she had to work at, where she was working, Mitten seen her. And Mitten stayed with her all that time, all the way into the building.
Until you ended up getting her.
Yeah. But she was in the building, so she
Yep.
kept it. It was a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know how old it was, but she said it was like that big,
Yep. Half grown. Yeah.
half
Probably
grown.
like
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
And somebody took it, either drew it out,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow Mitten seen her,
And
She
just hooked to her, and kept with her until
and she took it home.
till
And
she
then
worked
she
her
asked-
way into
yeah.
the family. So
And
there
then
you go.
she said, and then they called me. Well, Michael called. Michael said, "You want another cat? It's a kitten." Not really. Oh, and they say, "Mom."
Don't you love how they find their way to us?
And
All right,
Michael
I got
said, "You're gonna
it.
love this
Check on
cat."
Okay, hon. All right.
Michael
What is it
said,
for?
"I
So
wanna love it."
Tuesday,
Come
yeah,
on.
or we'll come over. You got to go in today.
No, I'm off today.
Okay, so yeah, we might come over in a little bit or something. We'll see how this crazy day goes.
And Michael said, "You're gonna love this cat." I said, "Why?"
Thanks
Trust
for
me.
coming by. I'm glad that we're finally gonna be able to get together Tuesday. Do something.
I'm
You
glad
know?
we're gonna go Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael showed me the picture, and Michael said, "You're gonna fall in love with this cat as soon as I show you it."
Yeah. Whoops.
Because the first thing came out of my mouth, I said, "I don't want no more cats.
Yeah.
No more cats. That would make 4 cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would make 4. Well, no, though. It would only make 3 because I still had what you call it?